Hello, chat. We'll be live after this song.
Is it Symmetra had portals? I cannot remember.
I think Symmetra had
she did.
portals.
Okay, it's Symmetra.
But more importantly, hello, everybody. Oh, my backpack's in the back of the room. That's okay. Who gives a fuck? Oh, God, I gotta sneeze. Hello, everybody.
We're trapped in the sneeze dimension, chat.
My allergies, motherfucker, man. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Opluck, your one-stop shop for everything related to culture, news, entertainment, and everything in between. I'm your host, Falgy EXE. And joining me today are some of my lovely friends on the internet. You know them. You love them. It's Ash. What's going on, Ash?
I'm struggle busting it today. I'm very tired. My
Why is
fiance
that?
was sick, and
Oh.
then I got like skin moisturizer in my eye. It's just been a day.
You got skin moisturizer in your eye. Explain.
Look, okay. So sometimes underneath my eyes get dry, and I'm like, okay, I need to put moisturizer there, and I accidentally like got some on my bonnet lash, and then it got in my eye, and it hurt a lot.
I can't believe you did that to yourself. How could you do that to yourself? Why'd you do
I
that?
didn't want to do it. It hurt.
Why did you
I
do
didn't
that
wanna
to
do it.
yourself? Why? It feels like you personally did that to yourself. Why?
It's my biology. It did it to me for having dry eye socket thingy, bags under my eyes. I don't know. Blame my parents.
I have a
They created me.
I have a I have like an eye cream thing, like a retinol eye cream to get some of my bags out. And so that it's pretty thin, so it never really gets bad in my eyes when I use it. I have to get more recently. When's the next Undertale stream? We were gonna do Undertale tomorrow, yesterday, but we all had like a fun little ops day. We played a lot of Marvel Rivals. Greg is soon going to join us. Ain't that right, Greg?
I mean, if there's room.
There's always room for you, Greg.
Yeah, there's our room. Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know if you guys had a 6-stack or what.
Well, it doesn't matter. So no always step out, like, and
cares?
then just rotate.
Eh.
It's not that big of a problem.
Yeah.
But you know him, you love him. It's Greg. What's going on, Greg?
Hi.
How you doing, buddy?
No.
What's that mean?
Fine. You know, it's just like when somebody asks you, how are you doing
Have
and
you
you're
done
eating-
anything at all with your weekend
Well, I thought you were going to say with my life.
or your life?
Oh man.
No.
Did you do anything at all with your weekend?
No.
That's not true.
How's that not true?
Because you had a project this weekend. You worked on Little Guys.
Oh, no, I did that on Thursday or Friday.
Tell them about your art project, Greg, for the love of Christ.
No.
Really? We got to do this every time that you're just not gonna. You're just gonna do this every time. You're just gonna
What?
just. You see, now chat wants to know your art project.
It's not really an art project. It's just tiny spacemen.
What's your tiny? Who are your tiny spacemen? Listen, Greg. You gotta share something with the people. They ask
share
about you.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Oh my god, it doesn't matter. Hello.
One's in the chat if you want to hear about Greg's art project.
No.
If I see a
And
one, I
his
kill
little
myself.
his little spacemen. Greg, what's your favorite color?
I like a lot of the rainbow. I like
Hey, Lord of Geese just tipped $5.
Lord of the Geese tipped $5. It's Oppen time. Blocks all over the
Thank you,
place.
Lord of
Thank you,
Geese.
thank you, Lord of the Geese. Thank you,
It's
thank you.
up in time.
We are the
Craig made a mystery.
Oppenheimers.
They do call Felgi the Oppenheimer.
They call me the Oppenheimer of YouTube.
Is that where you fumble a bad bitch?
No, it's where I blow the fuck up. Oh yeah. I never saw Oppenheimer. I saw a little bit of
Neither have I.
Barbie. I never got the chance to see Oppenheimer in theaters. I clearly did not do the Barbenheimer thing. If I remember
I did.
correctly, Greg, I was about to say, Greg, I
I
remember
did.
you telling us
Mhm.
you did. Long time
I
ago.
saw
That's crazy.
Barbie, but I didn't see Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over under. Is it Nolan's seminal work? Has he done better? Has he done worse?
Are you asking me?
Yes, Greg. It's why I said, Greg, how do you feel?
Well, that's my. I didn't hear Greg. No, it's fine. It's just a good memoir-esque of his life. It's Nolan can't help himself, and he likes to put things out of order, or like there's time space shenanigans. So this is told in non-chronological order to fit the storytelling aspects of a movie. So you have like tension build up, and then you have like release of tension, and you have climax. But there's like 2 or 3 different climaxes happening because there's the Oppenheimer aspect of it, and then there's like the later part with the Robert Downey Jr. characters who doesn't like Oppenheimer after the fact type of thing, and they're kind of like the two storylines are going at the same time, but you kind of have to jump around. It's well put together. It's hard to recommend because of how long it is, but
I like
you know,
movies.
it's good.
So would you say
I
it's a
would
seminal
recommend
work?
Barbie over. I could recommend Barbie to more people than I can recommend Oppenheimer to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, hot take. I think Tenet is not a good movie. I don't know if that is a hot take.
That's like a lukewarm take.
yeah.
Everyone was
Some
kind of
people believe
50-50 on
that.
it.
I have
I
not
think-
seen it yet. I heard like the audio for it is kind of
Yeah,
fun,
there's-
so I
yes,
never
there's
some
went to
audio
go see it in
issues.
theaters because I need subtitles. So the audio's fucked.
I think Tenet. I like I liked a lot of aspects to Tenet. There's a lot of interesting things about it. I liked I think his name is John David Washington. I think his name is. I really liked his performance. He plays he kind of plays like a spy, but you don't get to know him as a character because he's the protagonist,
Yeah.
and there's so much more happening than his character.
Yeah.
Like the story itself is what's more important than the main character, which is interesting. Um, there's just a lot going on.
They
in that movie. If
they
you
wrap
liked-
it
if-
around they wrap it around and try to make him like the central focus. I just the time travel used is interesting. I would say the time travel used is interesting. I would just say that the weird contrivance of how the plot moves forward, especially at the end of it, it's not a good twist. It's
I also like. I also have like I have favoritism to time travel movies. Like I really like. Tenet isn't great, but I do enjoy it because it's different.
yeah, I could see that. I like the backwards moving kind of stuff. Like
Mhm.
the palindrome that is the word tenant. For those who don't know, a palindrome is a word that is spelled the same way forward and backward, just like race car. There's a couple other words
A
with it.
Toyota.
Yeah, a Toyota. Like there's other words with it.
Nissan?
No.
No.
No. Okay, I don't.
Nissan.
Yeah, there are a couple different words that are palindromes, and I do like how it does play with like what's the future, what's the past. Are you going forward in time or are you going back in time? Again, I just don't. Giraffe is actually a really good one. Actually, Giraffe is one of the Pokemon.
Oh, okay, here's a list. There's Eve.
Yeah, Eve is one.
Pull up if what's this one? Pull up if I pull up.
Pull up if I pull up.
No
Yeah.
lemons, no melon.
Whoa, that's a little apt. Guys, we're still not getting the Diesel. Where is my melon, Diesel?
It's next week.
Next week?
He
Next
promises.
week. It says next week every week though.
Lepers repel.
Nice. Yeah, it's just like
And
one of
this
those
one
things
called-
that it's just like weird.
On a clover, if alive, erupts a vast, pure evil, a fire volcano.
That's long.
Palindromes are fun.
Yeah, palindromes are fun. Melon is when McRib. Yeah, maybe. Okay, because I see.
Oh,
I see.
a man,
I
a plan,
see
a canal, Panama.
Oh, I see you, Mr. Gamer. So I will respond. We will not be covering Vitali yet.
Jay Aubrey did a video on him, right? Like a really big one.
Yeah, Jay Aubrey
Am I
did a video on
remembering
him. He recently, much like Johnny Somali, got arrested in the country that he was visiting. He's in the Philippines.
Being a pest.
Being a pest. I think part of it is like trespassing and other stuff. It's pretty serious charges that can lead up to 23 years, from what I've been told. There was a question of if it was just going to be deportation with like a barring from the community. I know Atozi's been uploading videos. Theft, thank you. The over under on it is when it comes to certain court cases with like older YouTube people who have had a history of bad things that have happened with them. The way I look at it is I would like to see like more definitive charges and like a court date set and things moving forward. Kind of happened with our Johnny Somali stream. I just wasn't personally happy with it because I don't think streams are unless you're covering multiple topics, I don't think streams are appropriate for covering what you can consider ongoing coverage. We did it with the Destiny thing. That was a little different because Destiny was constantly responding and there was more allegations and more proof, and there was more charges. There was the criminal charge that's being put forth by Cherry, which I don't know where that's going. I know recently with Destiny, the injunction for the jury trial, as well as a lot more of the information and the documentation surrounding that case has come out recently, as of like a day ago. Again, we'll probably cover that a little bit more when the trial itself is closer. I don't want to just cover it in an entire stream and it's just rehashing old information. Because again, his defense is going to be, she consented. She consented and I had like full consent and she's extorting me. So it's like, that's one of the things. Did I see Eric Conover's trial? I don't know who that is. Do I know who Eric Conover is? Greg, do you?
No idea. Nah, that name is unfamiliar to me.
I would have to look it up.
I'm not familiar. I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I'd have to look at, like, it's always like a 50-50 thing when it's like, do I know somebody's trial? Do I know somebody's trial? His hearing might take
He's
a while
YouTube
because of
star.
Hey, Embry, thank you so much for the $4.99.
Consider
Hank.
this a thank you for getting me through animation hell even though it's still ongoing, alongside the VODs. They're great.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, like, listen, I'm glad I've seen you comment once in a while in the VODs. I'm glad you're having fun. I see you in the Discord as well, kind of discussing VODs. And I think that is like very, very interesting. He's a real estate YouTuber with over 3 million subs. Dude got arrested in trial. Oh, that's that dude. Yes, the guy that almost killed the cop.
Based.
Maybe. That's the guy. I watched a video on him the same day actually like Beckett was talking about him. And it's just like super interesting. It's not based. He's actually like insane. Like he had like a mental break.
Based insanity.
He had like a legit mental break. The dog is right here, chat. You can't see her because of the mic. Hold up, let me move. Doggo.
Maybe the dog will fix his insanity. Maybe a treat fed to the dog will fix insanity.
Yeah, he did like a lot of stuff, and I'm curious. Again, it's like one of those things where it's like I want to know what their defense is and where it's kind of going before ever like covering those kinds of things. Unless there's a history of this person's mental instability that could be tracked over a period of time, which is always hard, especially when it's not a person that you're like looking at. Hey, middleman with the $5.
You guys like my silly model kits. You have earned my undying loyalty.
Thank you, thank you. Very based, very poggies. Yes. Please continue to put your model kits inside of the Discord. Oh, and I should be saying, if the fish is here, you have 7 days left.
No idea what that means. Very ominous.
Is it The Grudge? Did you watch the movie?
He has 7 days left.
The
That's
Ring.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't know what that's.
We'll see you in a week.
Oh, is it the tariffs? Is that when the tariffs start?
Oh, not
She'll
even.
kill myself.
Nobody else but me knows.
R.I.P. Switch 2.
I mean, okay.
R.I.P. video games.
Hot
Alright,
take.
Hollow
Okay,
Knight.
hot take on the Switch 2. $80 for a game is insane. I understand that it was coming up. I understand that the price of game development has increased, but
Well, that's the game dev's fault for being wasteful. Not gonna
there's a
lie.
lot. There's a lot of different things. I think that there's a conversation between how game development is appropriated, not even formed, how it works. I think that there's questions to be had about a lot of like Nintendo's business practices. Listen, Nintendo makes good games from time to time. I do feel there's many ways that the games aren't that good, but you know. So just as a point of order, the tariffs didn't delay the Switch 2, it delayed the
Pre-orders.
it delayed the pre-orders. So it's allegedly still coming out in June of this year in the US. But
Will you be able to afford it?
yeah,
Jury's out.
the jury's out, because if you look at the current tariff rate, you would get a Switch 2 at approximately, I think the low bundle, like the bundle of the console itself, you'd get it for like $664 or some shit
You
like
could
that.
buy 2 Steam Decks with that.
Yeah, you could literally just buy 2 Steam Decks.
And just hopefully someone makes a Yuzu too.
Yeah. I saw somebody say something before. Oh, shut up, Windows.
Yeah, you can mute those.
It's fine. Honestly, I can't fathom the fact that Carl levied allegations against Billy. Well, okay. I have heard from a very reliable source that yes, Mr. Gamer, I do know about the Andy Pants nuking the Monster Hunter video. I have heard from a very reliable source that someone is making a Carl video. I'm not going to reveal who it is, but I've heard from a very reliable source that a video.
Very interesting.
A video
Who
that
could
is
it possibly
looking
be?
at
I have no
that
idea.
entire thing is going to come out. I'm very excited because like we've looked into it. I thought of I did think of doing a stream on Carl and kind of just highlighting how bad he fucked up. Cuz high key Carl Jobst is an idiot. He lied. He straight up lied. I don't care what he says. He lied. He lied because he continued to make the case about Billy's cheating while having full knowledge that it was not about Billy's cheating. Now, I understand that this was the, quote, second lawsuit, but he continued to do it. I think Carl is fine. Personally, as a YouTuber, I have nothing against him personally. I do think that he is a little cocky and a little bit of an asshat in his videos, which I guess like it could be his style. Again, I don't think he's a bad person. I think he got high off his own supply and that kind of fucked him. And I do feel bad, don't get me wrong. It sucks having to pay someone like Billy Mitchell any amount of money.
Yeah, that L
losing
is
to
something
Billy
you're gonna have to
Mitchell
agree
is
with.
is the worst thing that's happening here.
But he needs to learn how to do voice inflection. Here's my thing: the judge,
I don't care.
The judge caught him. The judge said, "Hey, he was cocky in my courtroom." That's not a voice inflection. That is him being an ass in the courtroom. They're like
Billy Mitchell or the other guy?
No, Carl. That
Carl.
was it. Was something that the judge said.
Judge said.
The judge said that he was cocky in the courtroom. That his hubris is the reason that this happened. So you saw that I saw the judge's I saw the decision and the judge's explanation for said decision. I haven't looked into the full trial, but again, like he could appeal it. By all means, I encourage him to appeal it. It's just very when it comes to defamation, from what I understand, it's an uphill battle trying to appeal that. I don't know what he's going to appeal it on the basis on. I'm very curious what he's going to appeal it on the basis on. I think that this will be a very interesting trial. We're also aware that Ethan Klein recently lost an appeal in his ongoing trial with oh my god, what the fuck is this dude's name? I can look.
I saw it. I forgot the name too. Ethan's involved with so many names that I can't keep track of all of them right now.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember.
I have his name. Give me 20 seconds.
Oh yeah. Also, going back to games for a second while you look that up. Make sure
Ryan
to support
Kavanaugh.
indies.
Yeah.
Like indie devs.
Yes, always support your indie devs. No, it's not Noah. It's Ryan Kavanaugh. Ryan Kavanaugh was a big time like producer dude that he claimed was doing a lot. One of which is a Ponzi scheme. And that's A, alleged, and B, crazy to say without financial proof.
Yeah, if proven, that's really crazy.
Yeah, and he lost the first time. And I'll just read the article for you while we're like getting onto the topic. I might visit site. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just, you know what? We're gonna get into the stream chat. Let's go to Camel Watch. Before we get to our main topic, we'll kind of talk about a little bit of this because I think it's a really interesting topic. Oh, the child is scratching herself. What the hell is this? What the frickety frick? I
What?
hate. No, it was trying some kind of thing. It was trying to
Pop-ups.
invade my computer. YouTuber Ethan Klein loses anti-slap appeal in producer Ryan Kavanaugh defamation case. California Court of Appeals upholds a prior ruling that the influencer may have defamed the film financer by falsely saying that he was running a Ponzi scheme. YouTuber Ethan Klein lost the motion to dismiss the defamation case brought against him by producer Ryan Kavanaugh after the California Court of Appeals upheld a prior ruling on Thursday. Klein, who is famous for his H3H3 podcast and internet troll persona, filed an anti-slap motion to try to get the former relatively media CEO and film financier initial complaint stricken, claiming his comments fall under free speech after Kavanaugh accused the influencer of defamation. So essentially, what was... Oh, Diesel, thank you for the raid!
Diesel. Thank you.
Hello, Diesel.
Poppy Diesel.
Diesel.
Diesel is a stapler. I don't know. The Rob
South Park.
Schneider is a
Rob
stapler.
Schneider.
Rob Schneider is a dolphin.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider is a
right, no more.
stapler.
It's gonna earworm me for the rest of the night.
So essentially what was trying to happen is that the Kleins were trying to dismiss the defamation suit based on the proclamation that everything that Ethan said was under free speech because he was speaking about what he perceived could be alleged or said in a joking manner, not necessarily in a truthful manner. Again, this is not the topic of our stream, but this is going to lead nicely into weird court cases that are happening recently. So this is just like Ethan Klein, brought for defamation, accusing him of running a Ponzi scheme. The court denied the anti-slap motion. According to filings, the case started when Variety published a June 2019 article entitled Ryan Kavanaugh Accused by Ex-Partner of Running a Ponzi Scheme. In it, the trade wrote Elon Spar, another Elon? God, I'm fucking tired of the Elons! Elon Spar filed a lawsuit against Kavanaugh in Los Angeles Superior Court in June 6, 2019, alleging Kavanaugh persuaded him to go into business with Kavanaugh under the false pretense. Spar had developed the idea for a stock exchange in which buyers could purchase equity in film projects. Sounds like a terrible idea, but okay. However, the outlet later updated its coverage to include a statement from Kavanaugh's team that he and Spar had satisfactorily resolved all of their issues. Hey, Up, I need you to react to a video.
No.
Okay. You got it. We're on it.
Okay.
We haven't started our official stream yet, so this is fine.
Is this
Okay,
Brian
okay.
Mullins? Or am I doing Brian Mullins right now? Are you just giving me Brian Mullins?
Is that the furry? Chris
Is
was
this the
watching
furry
earlier?
dude? Because I'm gonna... You know what? Fuck it. Just
Okay,
lay it
then
on
get-
me. Lay it on me so I can fucking
Smack me
switch
with
it.
it.
no.
Give me the brainworms.
All right, chat. We're gonna derail the stream. I am ruining everyone. Yeah, I was in your chat. Fucking bring it.
I was popping in.
We're doing Brian Mullins. We're doing a small derail from
We're in a derail in a derail.
We're inside of a
We're in
derail.
a derail and a derail.
All right,
Talk about your
Deraileception.
inceptions. Talk about
TL
your... We just talked about Nolan. Holy shit.
TLDR, Kavanaugh is suing Ethan Klein for a shit ton of money. Thank you, Chris. I already know. I'm gonna be mad. All right, chat. This is Brian Mullins the Fox. I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate this fucker. I'll say mean things about this fucker.
I don't know
popped
anything.
in briefly when Chris was explaining this guy's POV on sex trafficking, and I'm like, please kill me right now.
Okay, we're gonna talk about it. We have a very nuanced opinion on this. We'll get there.
But
the nuanced opinion is that this guy's a fucking freak and needs to be investigated. I don't
Okay.
know. You may have unironically found another Dan's burst.
What?
Oh,
How many
no.
And
views
this guy's been around for a while.
How many views is this?
This has 43 views as of today, but he has 12K.
Shit. Okay.
I learned about this guy from Beckett and got Deadwind Dort to look into him. Yeah, he's crazy.
Like a fox?
Like, this is yeah, we'll see. This guy's legit. Okay. Here's what I will say right now. If Dan's burst was a troll, because again, jury's still out sometimes. I know things are happening in the background with him. This is the exact person he would have gotten all his talking points from. You will hear it, and you'll pick up on it immediately. Tell me if you've heard this one before.
Hi everybody, I am Brian Mullins the Fox for the first short-form rant installment of April 2025. This shouldn't take too long to ask you. Should we really save all the children, even when it's entirely possible that they become child predators themselves?
You're a freak. Brian Mullins, you're a fucking freak.
He's minority reporting minors.
Yes, he is. He is minority reporting minors.
You can't see my face now, but I was slowly dissociating as he was saying that. I'm like, fucking, please kill me.
Oh,
The crime is that this is only 3 minutes long.
The crime is this is only 3 minutes long. Chat, it's always the furries, man. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. The furry community needs to just explode right now. Guys.
Hey.
I'm very sorry.
Hey,
You guys
leave the furries alone.
You guys need to like fix it.
I know. I have friends who are furries. They're pretty good.
So do I. Y'all just need to fix your community. It's just crazy. It's only 3 minutes. He can't monetize. It doesn't matter
We need
if
to
he
send the
can't
bad
monetize.
furries to the gulag.
We'll get there.
Towards other children by being prostitutes.
Okay.
What?
So let's have a full-on
Children can't consent.
Wait.
Okay. Let's have a conversation real
Children
quick.
can't consent.
Let's have a conversation
I'm
real
just gonna
quick
eat my tiramisu and cry.
because this guy is stupid for a variety of reasons. We've discussed it
like
on
jar stupid, or he needs a breathing tube stupid.
I mean, he does need a breathing tube, but there's different issues.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't have a statistic for this one. Name, we'll talk about that for a second. We talked about it on this platform. There is a statistic for minors who have offended against other minors of sexual crimes. We've talked about this statistic, but let's demystify something real quick. Those are typically very older kids who are in their late teens with much younger children. There's the other thing that comes to it as well, is that those specific children, those specific minors, require a myriad of mental health and social services that they are not being provided to. And that's part of the other issue, that there are warning signs. There's histories of abuse. There's histories of sexual trauma that these kids go into. So there's like a bunch of different things. That's not what Brian Mullins is talking about. That's not what his fucking debate pedophile shit is doing. He's saying, you know those kids who get sex trafficked? They're gonna sex traffic your kids. We should end them now.
So he's guilt by association down into the black void of the you should probably just audit for yourself right now because we've reached hell and there's no going back.
This is insane. This is literally insane. This is like, the line of logic doesn't make sense, and we're only 33 seconds into a 3-minute video. 33 fucking seconds.
It's also known as the child prostitute question. Because if you unironically answer this great question of mine with a yes, then congratulations, you're a fucking moron. Maybe you should start reconsidering that question now. But before I give you
This motherfucker 100% has a video calling himself Antifa. There's a no fucking way. I am telling you right now, this is the Dan's Burst playbook. Like, there's no way. I feel it in my fucking bones. If Dan's Burst is not a troll, which I do believe that partly he is not a troll, this is where this fucking kid got it from. This is exactly where he got it from.
What's his view on disabled people? That's my next question.
He's trying to be like this weird, like this anti thing. It's so weird. Yeah, the child prostitute question, the greatest of things. We will get the Shadiversity chat, I know, but I owe Chris a derail. Tusky with the $1.
Tusky tipped $1. This guy has a series on a thing called the roast game. I'm just going to leave it at that because this is insanity that needs to be experienced. Anyway, why did the pony ask for a glass of water?
Why?
'Cause she was a little horse.
Thank you. Are you happy, Fauci? You got your monkey's paw wish. I always get a monkey's paw wish. All right, let's get back into this.
the following 3 reasons as to why I'm going to have to point it out bluntly. Saving these predatory children will only exacerbate the problem by further enriching the child sex trafficking rings, the deep state, and all the other organizations I said were involved.
The deep state.
So let's highlight that for a second.
Reverse predators.
Reverse predators are already here.
I'm back in the fucking building.
Okay.
It always comes back to the reverse predators.
It's the J question. It's everything else. So let's highlight for a second.
I think I need an edible for this.
Children who are being prostituted are somehow enriching the ability for other kids to be prostituted. Now, you must ask yourself, how does that work? And I have to ask myself that same question too, right? Because, and here's a weird thought and a weird thing. Who's running the child prostitute rings? It's adults. So, what he's saying is, you need...
I mean, it could be, you don't know, it could take place in Nebraska as the children of the corn.
Yeah,
like, to adults.
Does he think this is some Oliver Twist shit? Are we doing a stream on this guy? Maybe later. Maybe later. Oh, but it's like one of my things. Like, where does this come from? The fact that he cannot identify the exact issue.
How did he get here? How did we get here?
How did Chris? Technically gilded from that point. Oh, I fucking Scarlet Reaper lives. You know what?
Scarlet Reaper lives on.
Pimenta wants us to cover Brian Mullins. Pimenta, you get a Brian Mullins stream. For Mod Pimenta, you get it. Chat, we will do a full stream on this guy. We will look up as much as we can.
It's gonna be so demented.
And we'll see how much. You'll need Beckett for a Mullins stream. It's good favorite. I'll reach out.
Including the black market, and keep it all alive. And now that you know all this...
This motherfucker don't know anything about the black market.
The children keep the black market alive! Guys, I don't know if you know this. The children keep the black market alive. Tusky, why do you have a playlist on this, man?
Why are you holding out on us?
Look, I have like a playlist for the Kulon Wall City that's like 45 videos right now. I need to trim that shit down.
This is a slight divert. I found like a 3,000 video playlist on the whole history of the ACC. We are on it. Us, Beckett, Diesel, Chris, we're all in this super mega playlist of like 3,000 plus videos. Every Jor stream we've ever done, every Cinnabear stream we've ever done is somehow in it. It's in. Send me that playlist. yeah. Let me grab it real quick off screen. It's actually, it may be the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Let me see if I can find it.
Leo Convoy's newest fucking video he did on Diesel's on there.
Oh,
And eSpace's stream is on there.
Do you have it? Do you mind just sending it to me real quick?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's literal. This is an insane playlist of just copy link. I'll send it directly. I sent it to your DMs, Chris. It's an insane playlist with everybody. It's what?
My thumbnail from Nezzy Monster.
Yes, your Nezzy Monster thing is there. Dude's streams are just in there.
I don't see mine where I've done ACC stuff, but I did like Spockter and like Peach, so probably not be on there.
It's just an insane thing. Let's get back to this motherfucker so I can thoroughly roast him because he's an idiot.
Do you still want to know these 3 reasons? Because if so,
okay, what's your 3 reasons?
Number 1, just because they're children or under the age of 18 does not mean that you should deny or entirely rule out the possibility of child prostitutes existing.
Okay, so let's highlight that for a second. Because Brian Mullins is a dumb fucking stupid fuck. This man has fetal alcohol syndrome and you can hear it through the lisp and his furrowed fucking brow.
Also, he's not a sexy wolf man. He's just a loser on the internet.
Yes, the Down syndrome is strong with this one. Let's have a real fucking conversation. How do child prostitutes start? Interesting.
With adults.
With adults, right? Greg, who puts the children into a prostitution ring?
I don't like that you've targeted me for this one. Listen. I don't have the actual answers because I've never looked into it personally. I will leave you to answer your own questions. All I'm here to point and laugh. I don't want to be targeted.
Is it the thing that he's definitely gonna say what it is, but we all know it's not that?
But listen. We all know.
He's moving over the place.
He's saying the children are making the active choice to become the prostitutes in this scenario.
Yes.
Which is I don't know where he's getting this concept from. He's pulling it out of the ether.
This motherfucker saw Children of the Corn and thought, "Oh, this must be it. This is where the real child traffickers come from."
It's like how J.K. Rowling mold is affecting her brain. There's something affecting his brain.
Okay, listen. If that other video is short, I'll do that because this is insane.
Because they do. And what's the fucking point in saying that no child becomes a child predator to another child themselves if you just silently go along and nod your head?
So his option is murder. So our friend here would rather murder children than, I don't know, set up a series of mental health institutions, both social services and all of these things to prevent this from happening.
Okay. Hear me out. Do you think the reason he has this idea is because he's also
a child predator?
A child trafficker?
No, because he's a child predator, 100%.
And has regret about it, so he wants to stop other child predators, but he doesn't want to say he is the child predator. He thinks the children that got child predator are the predators, so he is innocent in his child predation.
Are you saying Brian Mullins to make himself feel innocent in his child predator ring, his child prostitution ring, he has to say it's the children's fault that they're in the child prostitutes?
Yes. He's like memory hold, and he's trying to build his mind around the fact that he's a piece of shit. He's like, no, it's not my fault. It's the children's fault.
Oh my God.
They made me do it.
I think my statistic shows that getting the kids help stops them from becoming repeat offenders. I believe it does too. That's always a big thing with recidivism when it comes to any kind of criminal recidivism, specifically when we're talking about sexual recidivism as well, with sexual violence and acts of SA or just inappropriate conduct that would be predatory towards minors. Literally, early intervention would solve a lot of issues, especially for kids. Now, when they're older adults, there's a lot of what they would typically do, from what I understand, is medication castration. They make sure they put them on medications that shove their libido to zero so they don't act out. And that doesn't just include the ones who are violent. The ones who get off on the violence, typically those people don't ever recover, because the violence, like murder and like child murder and stuff like that, that's a part of the thrill, the act, and the sexual experience. They can't experience sexual gratification without violence. So those people literally have to be incarcerated. There's no shot. Unfortunately, there is like, the recidivism is so high that there is no shot. Modern day therapy has not solved it. They try, but it doesn't work. And it's sad on all accounts, I guess, but fuck it. They're in jail. I give zero fucks. Prison justice is justice. But okay. So the child prostitutes are predators because they choose to prostitute themselves, is this guy's argument. Okay. Let's continue.
With the people that deny that this happens at all. Why can't you just be honest and say that you don't give a shit and you shouldn't have to answer these questions? 2, if you want to help us get rid of all predators, adult and or otherwise, don't just go after the adult ones and turn a complete blind eye to the ones under 18 years old, and even the ones that aren't even in their teenage years yet. I mean,
you there's no goodwill here, buddy. You don't get any salvation. You do not pass go. You're going.
Persona 3. Persona 3 yourself now. Yes, the prepubescent teenagers. Remember, these are kids that haven't even hit puberty yet, so the concept of sexuality isn't known to them. Weird. Gender identity doesn't exist to them yet. They don't fully understand the concept. But no. In the words of Brian Mullen, kill 'em all, Peter, kill 'em all. Insane. This dude is fucking insane. This is the ultimate Reaper review. Wait, that's what RURR is, ultimate Reaper review. There we go. That's what it is. RURR is ultimate Reaper review. It's looking up people who make the reverse predator fucking argument every time.
We do keep finding them.
We do. And like, it's always the same thing. And again, the reverse predator argument seemingly always protects pedophiles. Fun fact, weird fact, I guess it's just bizarre. Yeah, gender identity exists in younger kids, just not sexuality. Yes, but there are stages of development. Where does the buck stop? Does our guy here think, like, for instance, that if they're an infant, they're like, this infant's gonna grow up to be a predator. I guess just throw him out. Like, what the fuck? Like, how do you minority report an infant? This baby has just been born. He's gonna grow up to be Hitler. We gotta take him out. What? Huh? Like, fucking this motherfucker 100% believes in the fucking oh my god, what's that anime called? With the invoker.
Attack on Titan.
No. Invoker. Psychopaths. This motherfucker just wants psychopaths. What is your criminal index? What is your aura? I can read your chakra, baby, and you're going to be a predator when you grow up. Like, insane line of logic. Well, let's continue dismantling, disproving, and destroying this fuck.
Meaning, don't turn a blind eye to even prepubescent child predators.
Prepubescent child. Who are they preying on?
If he says adults.
my hopes and dreams.
Who are they preying on? Fauci, when he hears the word child predator, he thinks it describes a predatory child. No! This stupid fuck.
When people said that Jared from Subway was a child predator, he thought that he was the victim.
Yes. Hold on. I I need to look up something. Prepubescence.
This is crazy.
Okay.
This isn't real.
So,
this can't be real.
I want to highlight that a general timeline for prepubescence is approximately 8, 9-ish to 12 to 13-year-olds, depending on gender. Huh? Oh, wait, hold up. Didn't you bring up how a lot of predatory crimes against kids are done by kids? Blah, blah, blah. Capsize. So we talked about that. Those are done typically by older teens. It doesn't mean that those kids don't need treatment. And the other thing, too, is that some of those kids are victims themselves of sexual assault and sexual abuse, of neglect. And the thing is that with adults, criminal. With kids, there's still the possibility. There's still a possibility for rehabilitation if they get into treatment early. That's why we talk about kids getting mental health services, social services. If you look up crime statistics as well, you'll see that one of the big things for lowering crime rates always has been increased social services, increased like mental health services, food stability, things like that. It's been a constant statistic that everyone looks to, but we're like, but more cops though. More cops fix this problem, not prevent younger generations from realizing that crime is the only way for them to survive. No, have more cops though. It doesn't, like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, this guy is looking at a problem that he completely misunderstands the solution for, and also conflates part of the problem because he is identifying the fact that he personally believes that child prostitutes child prostitutes are electing to be prostitutes instead of being sex trafficked. Literally sex trafficked. Yeah, crime is primarily an economic and mental health issue sometimes. Yeah. So it's like Dan's burst where he thinks the extreme is the answer. Exactly. And his extreme is fucking child murder, which is insane, by the way. I did see that Brad Taste got criticized by a furry. I don't know where that ended up. Apparently that stream/video is gone. If anyone has direct access to that, I would love to see that. I might just shoot that over to Diesel and just be like, it's just the fucking groomer rewind is insane. Fish, what the fuck?
I would choose it only so that we don't have
a URR.
Also use a URR, yeah.
Ugh, I don't like that. Groomer rewind
like
is
it.
insane.
I mean, it kind of fits like the TV
It
thing.
fits.
You get the tape out. It says the groomer rewind. And you just
Yeah,
have
I
it
know.
rewind.
Yeah, but then like blank VHS tape implies snuff film.
Yeah, that's true. What video? Apparently Chud covered Extreme Groomer Rewind. Fuck me. Wait, that might be it actually. That's so stupid.
But then we could just do Extreme Reaper Review.
Extreme Reaper Review is funny. Extreme Reaper Review? Yeah. What video? Apparently, Groomer Juniors is fucking insane. No, we're not doing that. Apparently Chud covered something. I sent Ace this video and he said Brian was supposed to do an interview with him and he said I don't speak English. It ran from Ace. Brian, if you're out there, hi. I'll ruin you. You should call me sometime.
That phrase means something very different, Foggy.
Nah, I like fucking with people. No! Please! Brian, if you ever want to discuss this topic, I would love to discuss this with you. We could do an on-air debate. You would love it. You could bring your fans. I could bring my fans. We could do the whole big thing. All you have to do, you know what? Here. Hey.
Oh my god.
If you ever want to debate your downright crazy pro-pedophile stance, you can find us. You can find us at the channel, The Op Block. We would love to have you.
Hey, Falky, what video were you saying people want to fight? Killjoy said you're not explaining it well.
Killjoy, apparently Brad Tastes crashed out because a furry criticized him. Chud Logic reviewed it.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what it is. Fauci, I want my money back. Fauci just debating all the pro-pedo degens. Yeah, at this point, fuck it. I'll fucking ruin them. I don't give a shit.
That go after other children. And finally, number 3, before I release the rest of the rant portion and end this video, if you prefer your eyeballs not be scarred for life over having the gumption to swallow your pride and get rid of all predators, adult and prepubescent.
Again, you're saying prepubescence. Pubescence is literally 9 to 12. Jesus Christ.
Including the ones in their teenage years, you're the enemy of the people. Obscenity shouldn't change
The
a
enemy of the
motherfucking thing
people!
when it comes to having to deal with the scummiest of scum out there. If you're too offended by pedophiles existing and what you call CP existing, why do you turn a blind eye to worse anyway? 25.
Oh, fuck.
This shouldn't take too long to... There's no reason...
Hold up. Right here.
What you call CP existing, why do you turn a blind eye to worse anyway? Fuck you and...
What does that mean? So, if you're mad at CP existing,
you're the problem. And
you have the problem?
Exists.
What the fuck do you mean? Literally. Guys,
I need to know how he got there.
Because
you don't wake up one day with this thought.
I need to know everything about this man.
Like with Scarlet Reaper, we figured it out.
Oh yeah.
Or he told us. He pretty much told us.
He told us. We found out a lot about Scarlet Reaper.
That's true, also.
We did find out extra stuff about Scarlet Reaper, that he would be very sad if we released it. It's nice to see you, buddy. Love the VTuber. But it's just hysterical. It's what the fuck?
Shut the fuck up. There's no reason or rationality with your mentality. You supporting all this are the reason why this happens. There's no logic or method to your madness. You must either become one with the enemy or not be the enemy. And if they're deadly enough, kill off all child prostitutes.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
This is
amazing.
Fucking
this has
stupid.
to go in like the Hall of Fame of under 5-minute YouTube videos.
Okay, Brian believes that unless the CP material isn't filmed, it doesn't constitute as such. Oh, this guy's got cup porn. Oh, 100%. This guy has cup porn.
Oh.
I am 100% convinced. This is the kind of guy that's like, oh, cup porn is real. We have a topic today. We're going to cover Shadiversity. But holy shit, if this is not an insane thing. This is insane.
Prepubescent and otherwise, unironically. And no, I'm not promoting violence, YouTube. Fuck off. And leave.
You just said that we should murder children. What do you mean you're not promoting violence?
What's the option? Jailing children in child jail?
Are you afraid? See, I love this, right? Because he's like, oh, we should kill kids. But I'm not promoting violence, YouTube. So what is it? Do you want to...
You want to Lord of the Flies them on an island somewhere?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Where there can be more predators to other children? What does he want? What is this utopia he has planned for himself?
I hate how the fucking statistic I know becoming relevant. Name, but it's important. the statistic we have is actually vitally important because of the fact that it correctly identifies that addressing the reason why minor offenders exist is a thing. Like, it literally identifies why you look at and you examine minor offenders and you look at the fact that they do need mental health services. If you get to them early enough, he's gonna make them fight for our entertainment. Like Chris Thunark said, I'll fucking fight this guy. Oh, I'll fight him. Oh, I will destroy him. I don't fucking care. Yeah, I'm just learning about Brian Mullins, and let's see what else he says.
The adult prostitutes and child sex traffickers to rot and die on their own in prison. And for all my subscribers and those who have common sense, I'm Brian Mullins the Fox, signing out.
Okay, what the fuck else does this guy do? Okay. What the fuck?
We should just change the thumbnail right
wait,
now.
Wait, he has a Lio video.
We should just change the
He
thumbnail
has a
right now.
Lio video.
It has 2,000 views.
Oh, no.
We're gonna do Shad.
We are gonna do Shadiversity.
We'll do another Brian Mullins.
I want to show you this video that he released 7 hours ago.
Game death toll.
Alaska. State total, 21,371 children. Race, white, 13,699. Black, 6,198. Hispanic, 214. Other races, 1,260.
This is schizophrenia!
That's not right either. That's not right at all.
This is schizophrenia! This is schizophrenia! Ash, we're gonna get the Shadiversity, I promise. This is just hilarious.
Family structure / perpetrators. Single mother, 8,506. Single father, 1,859.
Okay.
Married mother, 5,813. Married father, 5,193. Age group. 4,742,916 children were under 1 year old. 8,924,862 children were between 1 to 5 years old. 2,458,544 children.
There isn't 4 million people in Alaska. What is the current population of Alaska? Yeah, he's getting his own special video. I will reach out to people. Can we call him a pedophile? Not yet.
Children were between 6 to 11 years old. 2,442,000 children were children by law, 12 to 17 years old.
And he says each and every one of those is a child predator.
He starts naming them. He goes through the phone book. Aaron Aarons, child predator.
Yeah, the 4 million, it doesn't exist. Literally everyone's like, it's 740K. Blah, 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 blah. It's insane. This guy's stupid. This guy's stupid.
Ash, I'm sorry. This is how I felt during the 2-man stream. I feel like our roles are reversed from the 2-man stream. We got the
people already think I'm a PDF. Oh, yeah.
100% Christian, mainly Catholic and evangelist. Gender. Male, 14,725. Female, 6,646.
That's funny. I'm sorry. This guy's insane.
Has he excluded like the native tribal people there?
I don't under. What was the point of this video? What was the point of it? What is the roast game? Who are you, Brian Mullins? I need to know. He's talking about how many children were unalived and had their butts eaten for the roast game. I just told you. I don't understand. What? Okay.
One more.
What? Wait. How the end of traditional... Wait. Episode 2. How the culture shock that will end traditional Christmas dinner will occur. What is happening?
His fixation is a fictitious event called the roast game?
Wait, There's a longer thing about the intentional child sex trafficking industrial complex.
That'll be the video. That'll be where we start. We have the intro, and then that's the starter.
Ash, we're gonna get to him, I promise. Stop, there isn't a part 2. You know what? Fuck it. We'll listen to part 2 just a little bit. There's a part 3. There's a part 2,
Upcoming.
a part 3.
Upcoming. They're not out yet.
This one comes out.
Motherfucker's gonna make me wait a week? You son of a bitch.
It's like, fuck your time.
Oh my
It's not my
god. Chris, it's you and me, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna crawl out Chris the Narc for 1 second. Your last community day gave us Dan's bursts. You have done this to me again, motherfucker. I'm in it to win it for this guy. I will. Yeah, Chris, I'd love. Listen, Chris, hop on. No, I don't know. I don't think he's in the server. He deleted my comment.
Oh no! Why would he do that?
He deleted my comment already. Oh no! I'm gonna rake him over the coals.
He doesn't
Oh,
run.
this is funny. Check your stream chat. You did this to me. What did I do? What did we do? We will be getting into Shadiversity chat. What?
That's it. That's the one. Can you see it? Do you want me to at you?
I'm sorry.
That's the one.
I'm sorry.
That's the one. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
No.
What?
It's that one, Ben.
What
I'll
is?
at you this other one.
What did I do?
This
What?
one.
The fuck is what else am I being added in? Live stream chat? Fuck. Extreme Reaper review. Brian reads and likes or
I'm
deletes
sorry,
every
Embry.
comment. Yeah,
Just
probably.
take my hand. We'll get through this.
It's okay. I love it here. Kick in with the 50 sec.
Good morning? Maybe? The first word I heard coming in here was predator. Either way, here are some sex for you.
Thank you for the sex.
Oh god.
All right. Shadiversity.
Shadiversity
We got
time, chat.
Shadiversity. Do a clap. This is the start of the segment.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Well, we actually get to his channel first.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, like, the videos. I don't think the ones you want are going to be on the front of his channel.
Shadiversity. 1, 2, 3. Clap. Shadiversity is a guy on the internet. This dude is weird and crazy. Shadiversity, if you've been around the community long enough, you would know that Diesel has covered him. A bunch of people have covered him.
Have we covered him?
We've never covered Shad.
That's crazy.
This
that
is
we've never covered him.
actually our inaugural Shad stream.
I've been wanting to do it for a while. I had to remake the thumbnail because I redid the TVs.
No
It's been so
gamer.
long.
It is an interesting time. It is such a it's such a weird moment on the internet with Shad. Shadiversity is a weird dude. He is like, he's a self-published author. I know historically he's worked with or was a collaborator, or Brian Sanderson used him for something.
Isn't it Brandon?
Brandon Sanderson, because they're all Australian Mormons.
I don't think Brandon Sanderson's Australian. I think he's Utah.
Is he just a regular Mormon?
Yeah, he's American.
Oh, okay. So he has a couple different channels. He has the Shadlands and Night's Watch. Hey, middleman, thank you for the $2.
Popping the shad cherry.
Thank you for reading.
Thank you. Such a cringe intro, Fauci. I know.
Are you new here?
I'm always cringe. So this
He also
is.
has
Oh,
his AI
did he
channel.
abandon? Is this his AI channel?
No, oh my god. Did you not save the link I posted?
I'm not there
Rings
yet.
of
Add
Power
him
Season
wherever
2
it is. Add him now, and he will find it.
We're not there yet.
Nope.
So
Nobody else add him.
So
if
there
everybody adds him right
is-
now, he'll never find it.
Oh my god. So Shad has a myriad of videos, one of which is sword review stuff. He's been in dramas with
yeah.
the sword community.
Yeah, he has
The
like
sword community
historical-
hates him.
He does like not historical sword recreation.
Yes. He's also very bad at the sword recreation shit. But Shad has been loving and always loved AI. For some reason, Shadiversity loves AI. Now, you may be asking why. The common thread between Shadiversity and AI is Shad is not a very good artist and not a very good writer, so he uses AI to fill in the blanks. That has been the purveying theory. Specifically for art, he has openly said that he would use AI to cover issues within his art. I don't really personally care. Like, my hot take is, you're a bad artist. I care that AI is being used. I don't care what the fuck you say. You're stupid as fuck for this. You're actively stupid as fuck if you think that AI is the way that's going to save your art. Now, you may know Shad's brother. Shad's brother is an artist on YouTube by the name of Jazza. Now, Jazza is a traditional artist by his own means. He's a successful artist, much to Shad M. Brooks' dismay. We will be highlighting who Jazza is in a little bit. Jazza has had some very interesting videos lately, from what I understand. He may have had videos speaking somewhat positively of AI. It's the one video that he has on it that I can remember. It's very like weird about it. Very bizarre. We'll get to it, but I think the best way to introduce Shad and the way that he loves AI is through his favorite pastime, which is creating AI art of his wife. Now, I don't know if we have
He actively loves it. Like, he actively enjoys creating AI prompts to then give him really weird products, or whatever you want to call the end results. But he's oddly like this is the guy. Whenever they talk about AI crypto bro on Twitter, he's kind of like the archetype of that. Except there's I don't know if he's into crypto or anything else, but he's full in on the AI train, and that's sad. If he's a writer and he's super into AI, very sad.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing. I don't know if we have. Do we have the AI art of his wife? Because I could tell you right now, this
I was trying to find it.
The Supergirl art right
Or
here.
what are the other ones?
This Supergirl art right here is his wife.
Yeah.
That's his wife's head on Supergirl. I know that for a fact because he has like a weird fetish about Supergirl, and he puts his wife on it. I know Diesel covered it at one time.
Mm-hmm. I'll try to
I
check it down.
don't know if he was on side scrollers. What the fuck? These people. God, side scrollers is his own thing.
What side scrollers?
Just the right wing grifty, whatever the fuck. Gamergate war, blah 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 blah. Bro is a hack.
DMing you.
But
I'm DMing you.
you're DMing me.
Mm-hmm.
You're beautiful. You are beautiful.
Shadiversity has uploaded a lovely.
Oh wait, wrong guy. I should have DM'd you that.
Oh, thank you. But that's actually interesting. That video, I would have to find that.
This one. I found
Oh, this is there. Here we go.
Art is very important to me.
This was on
Ever
his
since I
main
was a very young
channel.
child, my imagination would run wild, creating characters and stories.
Okay,
and worlds.
so his art alone isn't bad, right?
No.
His art alone is fine. It'd be crazy if this wasn't him, but his brother.
Oh yeah, actually, to be fair, if this is not him, that's fucked up. But if this is him, like this is him showcasing his work. This is stylized. I like the length of the arms, like the length of the legs. I think this is great.
I'm 100% like, I believe he probably showed a booba here, but we're not gonna go to it.
And art has always been a profoundly important part of me bringing those worlds.
Okay.
into an
Hot take.
wild, creating characters and stories.
What the
and
fuck happened
worlds.
to the anatomy
And
of
art has always been
not this lady?
Profoundly important.
No, this guy was fine.
Part of me.
What the fuck's happened to this guy's
That's a
anatomy?
bit up. That feels like an older one. Yeah.
This guy's anatomy got all fucked up.
The hand. I like the hands. The
The
hands, are good.
hands are fine.
Bringing those worlds into greater reality.
Hands are tough.
It
Oh, but
started
he's
off
always
with
they're
drawing,
always
and
fit.
that's a
Yes.
passion I still have to this day.
There's a couple hit figures
Creating new
moving.
characters
Yeah.
and depicting the worlds and
Yeah.
stories I love to immerse myself in.
Okay.
It was a great revelation to me later on in life. It wasn't actually the physical, mechanical movement of drawing that I was actually enjoying, but it was the creation of something. There was some relaxation found in the methodical kind of movements of scraping a pencil along paper. But the true
Okay.
artistic satisfaction
why
was
are
in
you
what I was
philosophizing
creating.
about drawing, buddy?
Otherwise, why wasn't I just drawing straight lines on a single piece of paper forever?
I'm gonna
But I
speed it
do
up a little
understand
bit.
that there are some people that fall in love with certain mediums, but I still feel the greatest satisfaction comes from this.
So he's talking about creating. He's talking about drawing. How do we get to but AI though? That is the interesting question at hand. Because we have a really lovely art community here. If you're not a part of the Discord, join our Discord today. We have a fucking lovely art community. If our artists constantly make work while we're live, and I love you guys for it. But that's my whole thing. Where are we going here?
Process of creation. And then I discovered a new medium where I could depict these worlds and characters to even greater reality, writing. And since then I've become a published author, and writing is one of the great passions of my life.
This book is terrible.
Oh my god. I don't get why he made him like a blue hair Stalin.
By the
don't get
way,
it.
I want it to be noted that there is like a random rape scene in this comic in this book that glorifies it. Fucking insane.
There's also an impalement scene.
Also glorifies slavery. There's a whole bunch in this book. This book is also written poorly. I'm going to highlight it right now. You can self-publish if you want to. God bless him. He did it. He sold books. I would love to know the numbers. Clearly, it's not enough to keep his struggling channels alive. Fun fact, he will constantly make videos saying that his channel is dying due to the YouTube algo. It's my favorite Shadiversity pastime.
He's got like 1 million subs,
Yeah.
and still, can't figure out the financials.
Mm-hmm.
As still is drawing and art. My artistic pursuits have just broadened. I love to explore different mediums and tools
Okay.
that help bring my artistic visions into greater reality in different ways. And I've always appreciated tools that help me achieve certain things that I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. I love the look of inked art on top of my pencil drawings, making the lines more bold and it to stand out and pop from the page.
Okay. So he's like, I enjoy this. I could do this. I could learn this. How do we get to AI? He likes to seethe about Sanderson, but weren't they friends? What
Yeah.
happened?
I guess Sanderson got more popular than him.
Gee, I wonder why.
Well, the thing is also, he had to also cope for Sanderson because Sanderson was like, "Hey, gay people are fine. I'm okay with my work," and he's like,
Oh,
"Oh
right.
well."
Yeah, it's also to be noted that Shad in recent years has made himself a culture vulture, where he is always putting himself on the like, oh, look at this culture war. We're gonna do the culture war, everybody. Oh my God, Jack Black is weird. Is he gay? Maybe. Oh, blah 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 blah. Sanderson is now woke now. Okay. I need to listen to Sanderson's book. I've heard a couple different reviews on the book. I don't think that it's terrible. I think that there's certain things I don't like about the power system.
Well, he has different universes for each book series, and each different universe has its own different like magic system. So if one doesn't catch you, another one might. Or if characters you don't like in one, you might like characters in a different one. He's kind of like in the sense of where Stephen King just pumps out his own stuff. Sanderson just pumps out fantasy.
I see. So he's like the Stephen King of fantasy, would you say?
I would say it in the sense of the amount of work that he's done, not necessarily in like the type of content.
Well, yeah, but I meant more the amount of work.
Yeah. And also, I guess, in the name recognition, both huge name recognitions in their own genres.
Okay, interesting. He writes good books, pretty inoffensive. Yeah, I've heard like mixed things.
Fair.
I've heard they're pretty good to they're kind of sophomorish, or like not bad, but like those kinds of things. And I want to like point out like there was 2 comments that I actually really liked. But I saw it. I know one was some unknown said Shad only wants the end result, not to put in the work of creating. And then Espeon said his art could be improved with a few anatomy studies, but he instead chose the cheap route. I think that's like the best way to put it. Is he wanted the quick and easy way. He wanted something quick. Now, I think that there's interesting things, right? I think Fauci, what does sophomorish even mean? Genuine question. The best way I could describe
I always take it as like unrefined.
Yeah, I was about to say like it's somewhat unrefined. It's not like honed. Can be, some people can think it's hokey. Kind of those things up. I need to stop finding crazy people on the internet. Chris,
yeah,
I'm gonna do a stream on this motherfucker. It's happening probably later this week. I've been told that there are people that know about Brian Mullins. I will learn about Brian Mullins. Have you ever heard of the best streamer on the platform Power? What the fuck does that mean? I'm sorry, that doesn't clear it up any better. I'm sorry.
Yet it was also a very stressful experience because there was also a greater chance of smudges, and I even had other images ruined when small bits of water, just droplets, fell on the page, making the ink bleed. So, when having access to a scanner and being able to scan my hand-drawn images onto a computer...
You could tell me what you want, Chris. You know.
Could digitally ink my images, solved all the issues and problems.
Okay, so you transferred to digital art, which is perfectly fine, by the way. Digital art is fine.
Having with hand inking. It enabled me to do it more precisely, faster, with the ability to erase mistakes.
I will say that there's stuff that's lost between his rough pencil drawings and his digital ink. I find it to be less expressive. Like, just it looks like a color by numbers page, if that makes any sense. Where, like, it's very clear that the rough drawing one, there's a little bit more life to it. It feels like the rough drawing one is less flat than I feel like this digital art one is. This digital art one feels very flat to me.
It could just be a thing where he recognizes how he does his pencils and really likes how he does his pencil work, but when he's not good at inking, or he doesn't like the way that he's inking, so to speak.
Critique my art next. Listen, I'm not an artist by any means. I stopped drawing art when I was in like transitioning into high school. I was pretty decent, but I never thought I was good. Yeah, I assume you're just going to mean wonky anatomy because they haven't properly studied how anatomy works, as in we're just doing art as a hobby and haven't really taken it seriously. Yeah, I mean, there's something about the face that feels flatter. Like, I like the way that the face is fuller here compared to with it. Like, this feels like a harsh line tool. Like this,
that could be intentional. Like, just 2 different faces at that point. But I see what you're saying. I think my point is how there's little, I guess, diversity in the type of lines being used, like thicker, thinner, tapered on the digital ink one versus how it is on the rough pencil version.
Yeah. And yeah, I know people drop off of art. It's definitely like, it just wasn't like I was making music. it was a different thing for me. Transferring from traditional to digital is a skill curve in itself. You have to practice, and the skill will come back into your digital work. Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Line weight, that's what it is.
That's
Some unknown, that's actually it. It's the
literally
line weight.
I see it.
I see it. Yeah, that's so interesting to me. I learn new things every day. Again, I'm not an artist by any means of like a drawing artist like that, but it's kind of the same way with like books and like movies sometimes, where I've studied a little bit enough to identify that there's like oftentimes when you're critiquing art in a specific way, there is a universal feeling when something just feels wrong. When it feels forced or wrong. And it's very interesting.
And also make later edits. It was a phenomenal tool that helped bring my art to the next level, and I never had considered it cheating, or that I was losing some type of artistic pursuit in not wanting to pursue physical hand-inked art. This is the exact same experience I had with colouring. I never particularly enjoyed working with physical mediums, painting, pencils, pastels, the same stresses
I will say,
existed for
like,
mistakes.
that's fine. Like, the coloring on this art is a lot better. The shadow work is a lot better. This art feels more well done. I mean, his style is not for me, but like, it works.
I've seen like 90s comics that look exactly like
I
this.
was just about to say this is like Rob Liefeld, but just skinny.
Yeah.
Like, it's just skinny Rob Liefeld instead of like overly buff Rob. It's interesting. His hips make it look like snap in half. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, this lady should be like broken.
But then so the thing is, you get into the discussion of anatomy versus stylized, and if it's stylized, you can make people look, or humanoid figures look however you want them to, and the aspects of the figure that you like can be enhanced, so to speak. You know what I mean? In the ways that you like, because it's a style. When people do like, a character wouldn't bend like this, well, yeah, because they're a fictional character and this is just a style.
Yeah,
is
I would fully agree with that. I would fully agree with that. Like, it's just a style choice.
But that wasn't to say I never did it, or that I couldn't find great.
Yeah, this is actually not bad. This is actually not bad. See, like, this is the thing. If the AI art that he is producing, which we'll get to, by the way, does not look like his style, inherently, it's boring. Like, he has a style. Middleman with the 2.
Not enough pouches for Liefeld.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great satisfaction in making a hand-coloured piece of art, but discovering digital colouring fixed all the problems that I was finding with hand colouring myself, and enabled me to produce much, much higher quality art than I was able to do without it. Technology enabled me to produce much higher...
I still hate this. This one feels flat to me still.
Quality
the shadows
cutting out much of the
made it
tedious
better.
processes, and enabled me to express my artistic vision faster, easier, to a higher level of quality. So as you can imagine, any technology that grants this same benefit, I am very, very interested in. Hence my interest in AI art generators. Many people view this new technology as something that robs people of their artistic...
Which it does.
Which it does.
We'll talk about it because there's a video that we're going to be watching on it. The Studio Ghibli AI art craze. So, openly talking about it right now, if you are one-to-one just copying a style and you're not making your own, no one is going to do this. No one's going to want you. They're just going to want a style. And they won't need you to make the style.
How do you mean?
You teach the AI art what to do. It's not going to need you.
I thought you meant a physical person copying a style. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, I was confused for a
Sorry.
second.
I meant the AI.
You mean like if you train a program on like a Akira Toriyama style?
Yes.
You're not getting Akira Toriyama art. You're getting a generative AI
exactly
of Toriyama art.
Yes.
But in these instances, these are I don't know if he goes in. I don't remember if he goes into it, but they just scrape art and don't
Yeah.
pay the artists.
And it's also the thing, it's like, it's not inventing a style. That's the other thing too. It's not inventing. It's
Yes, grabbing an amalgamation.
Yeah, it's scrubbing from previous people's work. That's actually not technically true. You would know if you were a fan artist. Well, here's the thing. I personally have no problem with people copying styles or injecting styles.
That's how you get started.
Yeah.
People are gonna do art of styles that they like. Like,
Yeah.
that's how you actively get better, is by learning the things that you do like, incorporating it into it. A lot of artists get caught up on style, like, or trying to recreate an image or a character in the same exact way, but that's not necessarily what you want to do or have to do. Like, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever, you know, if you're making art for yourself versus making art for the internet or making art for a job, you know, that whatever your hobby is, your pastime is, however you make art, that's fine. Like, but I think the promotion of AI for commercial work is the bigger evil here than copying your favorite Twitter artist.
Yes.
Or
your favorite, or looking at someone's work and really wanting to emulate that to the point of copying.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's fine. But that's how everybody got started drawing, by drawing cartoons.
I think like
there's one of my favorite artists on Twitter, Bonnie Chan. They do a really good like almost recreation of Yoshitaka Amano's style. They're known for like a popular Undertale animation, if I remember correctly.
I would love that. I think the other thing too is,
oh yeah, I'll just send it to you. I have their Twitter right here.
I think the other thing too is because this topic will always come up. It's the tracing controversy. People learn through tracing. It's not unheard of. Now, selling traced work, you're fucking up, right? But tracing inherently isn't bad when you're understanding and learning forms and styles, or you're trying to deconstruct art. You're doing an art study, which is different. I make art. Oh,
There's no explicit. There's no dick nudity.
Well, I won't go down. Thank you.
You have like 3 or 4 pieces.
No, we're
just
not gonna go down now that you said that.
Okay, I'm not. What am I gonna try to get you in trouble? Why would I do that?
Yes, you're going to. No, I'm kidding.
Why would I do that?
You're fine.
Guys,
But like tracing is like tracing to learn is not the problem. It's tracing is commercial use. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And generative AI for art is just tracing or scraping.
Yeah.
However you want to.
It's however you want to like term it. Ash, cause it's funny. Do you see this person who I'm in love with? Honey, I miss you. I miss you. Hopefully you can come on.
Artistic pursuit and potential. What I see is the exact opposite. Indeed, far from robbing artistic expression, when you approach it with...
That's... okay. It's terrible. That's a real person's face.
Yeah.
It makes the hand like just look broken.
Yes.
It looks nightmarish. Like the head to the neck looks horrifying.
And
what
like,
is happening?
And then the bow, it just looks like a funhouse mirror.
The neck is like creased in a weird fashion. The body looks worse. Cause like
this feels like satire.
Yes.
So, like the way it's presented as AI good, look at what AI can do. This feels like satire. And the fact that he can't see that is sad.
Yeah. The bow is like life. The bow looks like a tacked on picture. And like right here. And granted, this was 2 years. This is 2 years ago now.
Year and a half. Oh, yeah, more than a year and a half. Yeah. Close to 2 years.
You can see like the edge of the bow like is losing like quality on the image. Very weird.
Intent, having a specific vision in your mind that you want to achieve, it can enable you to bring that vision into a level of reality, detail, and beauty than you might ever have been able to do without it. But when you combine other artistic talents and abilities that you cultivate in other mediums, that enables you to make the very best art.
I'm so confused what the point of this was. There's no difference between the two arts.
I mean,
mean,
he has
the-
real grass in the right one, and the left one is
the ground.
3D grass.
Yeah,
The
okay,
grand
okay.
scale of
Let
the
me
grass.
let me rephrase that. I see the difference. The problem that I have
Hmm.
is the one on the left just seems unfinished.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He can attain the one on the right,
Yes,
but he doesn't want to. He
Well, the
wants,
one on the
he
left
wants the
just
button.
needs better lighting.
Yeah,
Is like okay, is he saying this is 3D on the left or is this drawn?
I think on the left it is 3D.
If
No-
it is, because I'm saying if it's 3D, just get better lighting, dude. Get a better renderer, and it's fine.
No, but he wants all of the plains and all the fields.
But it
Yeah,
just doesn't
clashes
wanna-
like the
But
texture
he
of
doesn't.
the
He doesn't want to put in
the
the
grass
time.
doesn't go well with the texture of this like castle on the right. It looks like it's like a set piece placed like a building set placed
Right.
on real grass. It doesn't fit in.
I don't know if he's trying to make it realistic. Because
right.
if it's
Like
supposed to be realistic, it's laughably bad.
I think he's trying to be realistic. 'Cause that's always his like
Mhm.
aim. More realistic, the more pretty or whatever.
yeah, like it inherently feels like
He'll
something
try
is
to cope and say
wrong.
stylization, but it's not.
Yeah. Like the art style is realistic textures on a caricature can work if there's a real intent behind it. AI cannot do that at all because it does not understand what it is painting. Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's something inherently just like RTX on meme.
It's the RTX on me.
Well, like a perfect example is this. This right here is part of the is ground, but the AI assumes it's a building. You can see it right here. It assumes the shadow is a building.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a pathway, like a walkway
Yeah.
to the creek or the river, whatever that is.
Yeah,
and
or it's supposed to be like
a shadow. Did they think
not
it was a shadow?
or even if it's like holding it up the hill of some kind. But even it's not like that in here. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
He wants to achieve realism without practicing realism.
Yes.
Abyssal, that's a perfect way to put it.
And that's sad.
with this technology.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding in this. I am an artist. I've developed a very keen eye for proportion and detail, and I have applied that in every artistic pursuit in whatever medium I'm using.
But then why do you have why do you have this weird hard on for the fact that people don't like the fact that you use AI of your wife, by the way?
There are many people who use AI art who have seen
That is him. That's his idealized version.
That's-
No, why would you do that? Why would
That's
you let people see that?
that's insane.
Damn girl.
That's insane. This man is weird. The proportions. My eyes, they burn. Yo, my man in yeah, the proportions are off. Chad, I'm ordering bubble tea, tater tots, and a sausage. Because I can. But remember, I have Spanico, but I'm saving it for tomorrow with some egg.
my images that I've made with this technology and have literally asked, how on earth do I produce these results? They see a difference in the quality that I'm able to achieve.
Reminder,
Yes.
this is his wife. This is his wife's face that he is putting on AI art constantly. That is not what she looks like, by the way. Why'd you put all of that in a boba? No, I'm getting it on the side. Eating on stream again.
Boba sounds nice.
What flavor of boba tea? I'm getting mango soda water bubble tea. Kind of want something a little bit fizzy. Okay. Killjoy, are you there? Killjoy, are you there?
What are you gonna ask? Don't.
Killjoy, are you there? Sidebar MMO horny ad looking ass. It is, right? It's a fake porn MMO. It's
Hey.
weird. Yeah, he loves his wife. I'll give him that. Killjoy, if you're there, I need the Shadiversity news article. I need the Shadiversity news article. Oh, this is Supergirl, by the way, in armor. You can see the cape. This is the Supergirl skirt. This is Supergirl in armor. This is hilarious to me. Not a mukbang stream? I should one of these days. I'd fucking make the money. Chat.
I don't know.
By
I
the
don't know if
way,
our audience
we're
likes
two
that.
we're two off our goal to feed that dog behind me.
Oh yeah.
You can't
I've heard
see
of
her, but she's staring at you. I started doing HEMA. I kept getting reminded of Shadiversity.
achieve versus the quality that they have been able to
Oh
achieve.
my-
And
okay.
the answer, see a difference made with this technology.
Hold up.
And I've literally asked, how on earth do I produce these results? They see a difference
No, people see you using AI and they're like, your shit is bad, dog.
in the quality that I'm able
Where is
to
it? Where is
achieve
it?
versus the
It's this one. The shoulders don't even look correct.
Yeah, her head is way too big, and her neck is way too big for her shoulders.
Kyrez, I may have that video coming up next. We'll get there.
quality that they have been able to achieve. And the answer is, I'm applying every single talent I have developed in multiple mediums in my pursuit and love of art.
You're literally putting it through a generator, dog. You're not doing anything.
I mean, like, if he just used Photoshop, that would, like, be a skill instead of just fucking prompt.
Brother, you're just lying to yourself, dog.
It's like, bro, PewDiePie can do it, you can do it.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing, too. Is like, people can learn this skill and learn to improve. He hit a zenith, and he didn't want to understand where his art struggled. He said, oh, I understand where my art struggles. I'm not going to learn to go around it or work through it. I'm just going to find a completely different option to obfuscate my shortcomings.
I think you mean he hit a plateau. Zenith
Yes,
is like...
yes, hit a plateau. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, I really hate how young the AI faces work when Shad is like 45. Yeah, there's a news article with his wife, and his family is in the news article. It's a public news article. If the people in here that I know have it, find it, I will know where it is.
To this medium as well. AI art generators are not a replacement.
Bro, the hammer doesn't even look real in your hand. It
It
doesn't.
looks like a video game. It looks like a video game hammer.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Let me see if I can actually. Oh. Damn it. Let me see if I can find it. Ugh.
And you can let the video play while you're looking, so
Yeah.
Jack can be entertained.
Of artists. In actual fact, it can be one of the most profound and incredible tools for artists. Artists will simply be able to make the very best AI art. But when that is done, it's actually not AI art. The AI art generator is not doing all the work. Far from it.
Yes,
when
it
I make
is.
my AI art,
It
I am
is.
in full control with a specific vision in my mind that I'm working towards. And as a
Bullshit.
result,
Yeah, but so do the AI generators. I don't think you want.
Dude, you just need to practice drawing faces more.
Yeah, it just slide. Also, this is a perfect example of he doesn't want. Okay, hot take. If Shad used the AI art to reverse engineer what his problem was with art, I think this would be fine. But the problem is that he is saying he is using the AI generator to cover up his issues with art. That is the problem. And obviously this comes into just his views on AI in general. But like, that's the thing. He's an artist using AI prompts and sliders to cover up his shortcomings and his inability to learn.
I wouldn't even say inability. I'd say at that point he just refuses.
Or his refusal. Yeah, I was about to say, or refusal. But like that's like the thing.
result, this isn't made by just the AI. It's made by me using the tool of.
But the thing is that you are not learning this. You're not reverse engineering what the AI has done and attempting to, like, you're not doing a character study. Essentially, you could use the AI for a character study. Now, I still don't believe in AI art. I don't think that it's a good thing. I think that it's very dangerous to the art community, especially today as it continues to scrape and use people's art and data without their permission, by the way. You're not giving, like, you're signing a fucking terms of service to have your art be stolen. But people like Miyazaki and all those people who generate styles that are for movies and for commercial licensing and all those things, their art's just being straight up stolen. Straight up stolen. They haven't given the right for their art to be used. They have, like, they own a license on the way their art is conceived and made. And AI art will just get more expensive.
I don't know about the process or production of it, but they definitely, from what you're saying, but they definitely did not give the okay for their works to be used in AI training. That's more.
Well, here's the thing:
like, if they wanted, they could sue Twitter for like their not copyright, but like that'd be harming their brand, it being associated with these other things.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference between like
Disney
someone
does it all the
drawing
time.
it and then someone just basically taking your whole film and putting it into a computer and then spitting it back out at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For me.
I feel like that should be made more clear, that specifically versus the creation or the production process of it.
I meant more what their style is.
I guess the style and promoting it as X when it's not.
So if there were court cases, I'd be very curious. Hey, someone known for the 5.
I'm not religious, but AI is the biblical devil stealing the hearts and souls of the artists that pour into their work. The devil is in the details.
I would love to know if there are court cases in relation to, or if there's upcoming. I'm gonna ask them.
Yeah, ask ChatGPT if there's any court cases.
The Doctor Who one. I'm asking someone something.
AI to achieve the specific vision that I have in my mind. This is AI assisted art, just like
that's
like a handicap.
Okay, so the other thing too is he puts in his prompts and he changes it to whatever. So like them being side by side and then looking completely different. That's fine. I guess we're just going off for the pose.
Oh my god! Just know the one at the top left looks like an alien.
But that might be intentional, you know?
Well, it's saying poor quality image I made as a teenager. You're an adult.
If this was as good as you had as a teenager, like imagine if you kept to it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least challenge yourself through a digital medium to learn more. Because now the argument is, well, were you just recoloring old art? Like, that's what it feels like now.
He let his skill lapse.
Yes.
Because, like,
he let his skill lapse, and he was recoloring his old art.
Like, you need to practice, at least for me, I need to practice constantly drawing. Or, like, my like, ability dips. Like, I have, like, I can show you some old art that looks better what I do right now. Like, this drawing right now took me, like, a couple of months to finally find like a good style and like get back to at least the skill that I could actually get this out.
Oh yeah,
I've been busy with other shit. I haven't practiced drawing in months.
I mean, that's how I feel about singing. Like my ability to sing is, aside from most likely polyps on my vocal cords that have formed, it's severely diminished because I haven't put the practice in. I have muscle memory for it. But it's not as good as it used to be, at all by any means. I
don't
practiced
have a
little
skill
bit.
or a talent.
You do. Your dry sense of humor is a skill and a talent. Yeah. But like that's like the thing. Is like I don't like it's not as good as it used to be, which sucks. But you know that's life.
Like Photoshop is digitally assisted art, although it includes many AI processes that enables people.
Artemis with the 10. Thank you so much. Holy shit.
I made it.
I used to really like Shad back in the day. He had some good videos on writing and DMing tabletop games. It honestly felt like he had passion then. Now it seems like the passion is all gone.
That's what I'm saying. This is sad.
Yeah.
This is sad to watch.
And also, chat, you know what time it is. We are going to do a karaoke stream. It's coming up soon. But more importantly, if it's your first time here at the Upluck stream, we have hit the goal. That means I feed that pupper. So chat, sing it with me. It's time to feed the puppers. It's time to give her treats. It's time to feed that dog now. On the Uplock stream tonight. All right, chat, you know what time it is. That dog is about to be fed. Look at her waiting. Look at her. Chat. Here we go. Go get it, Leah. Eat out of my hand. Come on.
Lick it. Lick it.
She is not eating out of my hand, chat. She put it in her mouth. Whoop. Oh shit, that's on me. That's on me. All right. Go girl, go girl. Look at her. She will nurse it and chew on it. Chat, you know what you did? Leia, chat loves you very much. And chat, if you want to donate to the goal, and that's Feed That Puppers, I'm going to win you another goal. Feed that dog.
Question,
Times
Ellie.
2. What's up?
Are you gonna like prep us as well to be able to sing for the karaoke, or it's just gonna be like just you by yourself?
It'll probably
just
be
him.
me
It's
by
always him.
myself.
Okay.
You can sing karaoke. There are ways to do it. We'll make it work. I have to just balance audio, and it's hard because it only goes through Discord. It's like it's the Discord problem. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I will try to get everybody. Also, consider subscribing. We are 44 people from 1K. Yes, chat. That is correct. 44 subs until the OnlyFans.
You said that too. Authentically.
People to cut corners, make shortcuts, achieve goals much easier and
Okay, but the thing with the thing with Photoshop is the AI editing tools don't take away from the skill of putting the pieces together.
It just helps with some like annoying thing. I like when I use Photoshop last. I do appreciate the removal of the background tool is way fucking better now.
Yeah.
You don't enter a prompt and it does the thing. You still have to like use a lasso tool or use a wand or place other things. There's in some instances where it will auto do an AI thing for you, but sometimes it's not always what's intended either.
Yeah.
There's
Like
but my issue is he is like equating a Photoshop tool to an AI prompt.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. Like when I used to do the thumbnails, I would use like an AI cutout thingamaboober just to try to figure out what the image would look like cut out. And then I would oftentimes have to manually reset it and cut it out myself. Because I don't know how to use Photoshop. I don't know how to use any of those things. I would never until Ash came around, Greg and Kat would make our thumbnails, and when I had to do it, they were ass. But now our thumbnail art is like a community effort, like between me, Greg, and Ash, where like we put different things together and we have like different ideas. Like that's actually fun. Like it's a fun collaborative effort. Like this is like that's not Photoshop also isn't AI, but it's machine intelligence. Yeah, that's also the thing. It's a very different thing. It's a very different style. Why is the subject of ads art holding the blade? Yeah, listen. He did that to himself.
I think it's supposed to be in a sheath. It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
I will give him the benefit of the doubt. A very small.
Well, if
sheath,
you see,
but...
the original art has a rounded tip, and the AI art has the real tip.
It feels like the intention was revoked from.
Yes,
for
it
him.
was, because you can see here too the hilt. There's a cover. Oh, there's a cover. There's under the lip of the hilt, but here it's all the same dark moon blade. I don't know, chat.
That many people don't want to acknowledge that they are using in their own digital art, but criticizing the exact same type of use and methodology that is actually present in.
Because that doesn't take away from Photoshop artists. Doesn't take their jobs away. Doesn't replace them. AI art is a legitimate, like the nth point of AI art is to quote legitimize the replacement of real artists. And it shouldn't be. Like, the end of AI prompting in art is to replace people. Like, perfect example. I'll say this because I'm in school, I write papers. I use Grammarly. Do you want to know why I use Grammarly? I don't use Grammarly to write me a fucking paper. I am very subject to using the same words over and over and over for shit. And I use Grammarly to just highlight it and make sure my grammar is correct, and then I can swap some words here and there. But oftentimes I go through shit like that and just highlight and be like, okay, so it got the syntax wrong here. It doesn't understand the intent here. But I don't like smash the fucking Grammarly key to like do it. And I don't use it for creative writing because like it doesn't really work for it. 100% also doesn't work for creative writing. I tested it based on my own creative writing. I'm like, no, this thing is ass. I've never used it for creative writing because it like doesn't. Yeah, Grammarly is awesome. I use it to catch verb subject mismatches. Yeah, it's just a tool, but it doesn't change an ability to write. Like, I was saying this to Cloudy the other day. I think one of the most interesting things about starting streaming, aside from all of the research that we've done, all the fact checking we live do and critiquing, there's a sense of thank you, Killjoy, you beautiful bastard. There's this sense of starting to realize how people make poor video essays and poor scripting and what that means and how it detracts from their video. And I do find that to be something really interesting and a skill that I only realized and started honing, starting streaming, and starting to highlight what constitutes a bad video or just a video that people like but falls short in its presentation. The Rachel Oates video is really good for that example. Like we discussed that. And I was sitting on it, I'm like, she's trying to conflate 2 points together that don't really make sense stringing together because overall it brings down the weight of her argument. And it's just like, it's very interesting. It's a very, very interesting dynamic. That's not what this is. And it's the same thing that the Screen Actors Guild of America and other writing guilds of America and other things have been fighting against movie studios using their scripts for an AI to learn to generate their own movies. It's insane. I still think I still think in my heart of hearts, Argyle was a AI script. It just feels like it in all the worst way possible. Like it just feels so like.
I have not seen Argyle.
It feels.
You mean the script or you mean the book?
The script. I don't know about the book.
So the book, from what I understand, it was one of those make a book to generate. I could be wrong, but it feels like the new wave of we'll definitely make your movie, but you need to make a book first, and then we'll say it's based on a book because it needs to have built-in property power.
Well, no, we know what it was. It was like a giant ad campaign, I think, by Warner Brothers. I forget, but they hired a no-name writer to write the book for this, to ghostwrite this book.
Yes.
And then the character of the writer, the fake writer of the book.
Yes.
The name of the author is a character in the movie.
Yes.
So,
but the movie is based off of the book that she supposedly wrote. Yeah, but it also doesn't make sense. It also was supposed to be a part of the Kingsman universe.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just legitimately bad.
When I saw like previews for it, it reminded me a mix of the movie Velocity of D and that one common movie that was about like this like lady who was like behind a desk for spies but then had to become a spy. Can't fucking remember his name.
So I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. This is his wife's face that he's using.
Then we're going to crop and center the image so that silhouette is even more striking, and we have the base foundation image of the one that I want to achieve. The vision I have in my mind has now been composed by hand in Photoshop. This is not the AI doing this. This is me making
it is because you gave the AI a prompt to fix it,
making many significant changes to achieve a far greater composition that the AI images.
So you're feeding it images. Like, you're feeding it
other models to achieve what we want.
He's saying that his
His
prompts
finishing touches.
his finishing touches are making it greater because of him. When it's not, it's just adding more. That doesn't necessarily make it greater.
Yeah.
Like saying his additions make it stronger than
Yeah.
if it was just a singular prompt. But look at all that text just to get
Yeah,
that piece of
like
crap.
it's
I
like,
fucking hate
look,
AR.
look, this is,
It never
it's a
looks good.
prompt. It's a fucking prompt, you fucking freakazoid. And then here's like, okay, it just for point of reference, so nobody knows that, so nobody thinks I'm lying.
Play it a little more so you can. Oh, okay.
Time travel fans.
Oh yeah, that.
This is Shad, his children, this is his wife. They love Doctor Who and they had a Doctor Who thing in their home. Just so you
He's
know.
such a
hasn't.
baby face.
Who hasn't?
But just to point out, look at her face. Look at
Play it a
the
little bit.
Increase
face
the resolution by
used.
3 times, which is going to
Look
add
at the faces
lots of
that are
finer detail.
used.
And here we have the final image. And when I
Yeah, it looks very similar to his wife.
He uses his wife's face to make Gunnar art of them. Gunnar art of them.
I mean, I wouldn't say this is a Gunnar art.
It's Gunnar art. I don't care. This
I mean, they're
is
Mormons,
sexualized
probably
version of his
Gunnar by their
sexualized version of his
standards.
wife.
I don't know if this is sexualized.
Brother got a fucking Supergirl fantasy.
I would say possibly. I would say that's a highly possibility, but
I dub it Gunnar art.
IW.
Why do you say it like
IW
Ooh,
Gunnar.
Ooh,
Wow.
IW Gunnar.
So, wait until Fauci finds out about the Nami from One Piece. Yeah.
I don't think he knows what One Piece is.
The One Piece is real, motherfuckers. What are you talking about? So,
See, he doesn't know that the One Piece
he has
is
no
real.
idea.
so you guys may be asking, what's some of the other ways that we look at Shadiversity?
How is this?
So, here is Shadiversity and his brother Jazza at an Aussie 2016 PAX Aussie
Shadiversity and Jazzaversity.
fighting.
Alrighty. My artistry is actually at a professional level.
And we'll give him like martial arts. You weren't like Olympic level
This is
martial arts.
no, I'm not about. I think artistry
Oh,
should
pause
be at 2 and rad is 2.
So just context. They're playing a tabletop role-playing game where they're assigning a points system to their stats. And Shadiversity takes it a little bit personal.
Why shame him for gooning to his wife as opposed to other women? He's
That's
so.
fair.
Oh no, I can actually shame him for it right now. He's made an idealized version of a woman that isn't his wife. That's
So you're saying at that point it's no longer his wife? and
it's
he's
no longer
breaking
his wife.
The religious tenets of marriage via Mormonism?
and it
So what
is
you're
like
saying is-
downright. It's
He's made a
downright.
false idol of his wife.
Yes, he made a false idol of his wife. Also, it's downright disrespectful to his wife. They have children together. His wife is still a pretty lady, no matter how much weight she gains or loses, or how pretty she may look at the moment. Because he himself does not look like the idealized version that he portrays himself. He's
Nothing
cheating
to
on
the
his wife with his
gym.
AI Supergirl. Oh, that's funny, actually.
It's like one step removed from dating Miku.
Oh my god.
No.
He literally did a bow to Theseus of his wife. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Okay, I think
this is
we
my
need to
honest
decide
opinion.
this. You can get 2 in writer.
Yeah,
when
I'd
you
agree
become
with that.
published.
He said, you get to win better writer when you get published. That's insane. That's insane. Ay, ay, ay.
Thing is, no, I've had agents accept my work.
I did say ship of Theseus.
No, it's not the same. That
It's the boat of Theseus. Okay, yeah.
is said with a huge amount of ignorance in regards to the publishing and
No. I said the boat of Theseus.
I said the sheep of these.
The sheep of.
writing
I'm
industry.
sure it is.
So,
I'm sure it is.
It is profoundly ignorant, that comment.
Right. But the thing is, we gave him 2 on artist because it's his full-time job.
This has become a really loaded episode.
I'm not saying.
So you see how mad Shad is getting when he's compared to his more successful brother? Fascinating, right?
Something happened with Jazza recently too, right? Isn't there something
He released like a weird, like, kind of pro AI thing. Like, he released like a video that like looked at the pros and cons of AI usage in art.
Yeah, Jazza Jazza admitted that he's using AI art in cards he's gonna be selling his audience.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
Give me a second.
Yeah. Jazza released his take on AI. Yeah.
Mm.
And it's kind of similar to his brother.
It's like if you've seen there's been a couple of videos and do it together. I think it's kind of like Cooking the Frog, where he's like slowly like getting his brother more comfortable with it.
Yeah, I would agree.
Here we go. I'll just go to the part where he says how I use AI.
It's a play. I'm not saying your
We're
art.
just addressing each other's good.
Jazza also collabed with Shad on his AI art. Interesting. I need the ACC playlist, Falgi. Cal, I'll put it in the Discord later. Don't.
I'll send it to you, Cal. Don't worry about it. I can do it real quick.
Do you have? Is this timestamped? Like a timestamp?
Yeah. I grabbed the timestamp for it.
Thank you.
No, I'm an artist.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I'm sorry. It's where the chapter started.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Turn it off, chat.
It's really a professional standard.
Yes.
People have commissioned me. It's just
Agreed.
I haven't chosen
But
to
Can I
use
say
it.
This is
though, that
vocation.
there are a
This is
lot
job.
of people who are at a professional standard who can't work as an artist.
Yeah, but we're talking about skill, not,
He is so mad. He is so mad that he cannot be considered a real true blue artist. That he is crashing
In a role-playing game.
out.
In a role-playing game
Bro's mad.
where they are, I guess, ostensibly playing fictionalized versions
Yes.
of themselves because they're not playing themselves, clearly, because it is a role-playing game where they
Yeah.
are assigning stats. He's getting obsessively butthurt over it. It's fucking amazing.
Exactly.
wanting to
Yeah, I
work
know,
at it.
but like,
Joss, you need to be very honest.
if you were to
about
get
my
to-
level
if I'm
as
going
an
to be
artist.
very honest, I love you. I'd say appointing artist.
Well, no, because then you should get.
What? This is insane. They're just making shit based on who they are.
We have our strengths and weaknesses, and you know what my strengths are in artistry, and I'm easily at a professional standard.
I would be willing to give you 2 points in writer. I'll
But
put it that way.
Art easily is on 2 points. I'm at a professional standard, and you know that.
No, you're not.
No.
No.
Nuh-uh.
You're actively not in a professional
The
standard.
guy in the top left, he's like, LOL, they're fighting.
Like, this is so uncomfortable. Like,
The guy top right's like, man, I just want to be out of here.
like, what is happening? Like, ay, ay, ay.
Is that why he thought AI was like the catch-all for him? Like, I'm a professional. I'm not
Yeah.
getting work as an artist, so I need to use AI to beef up my art skills even more.
I think so.
Put this in my repertoire of tools that I have digitally, and then people will see me as the professional artist that I actually am.
I think that this moment hasn't left his mind. Chat, there are 88 of you and only 35 likes on this video. Let's bump up those likes. I don't know why I did that.
Like him more in Shad loses.
Your
Respectfully
your
disagree.
strengths are expression, easily
We
expression
don't need
and
to.
color.
We don't need.
But
this
my
to-
strengths are anatomy.
You have.
Your strengths are anatomy!
Not when you're stylizing your characters like that.
You're
I'm
your
gonna-
ass at anatomy. You been ass at anatomy. You draw the same anatomy. Oh my god. You're just a bad artist. No, let me rephrase that. You're just not good enough. How about thanking your 36 likers, huh, Fauji? Thank you, 36 likers.
Thank you, 36 likers. We appreciate you.
I read that as 36 lickers, and I got very confused.
Ugh.
Thank you, 41 likers now.
Absolutely, you're a skilled artist.
You're the best.
Yo, his brother placating him is hilarious.
That's good.
I mean, Corian, you could draw on some cardboard, and if they're really dumb, they'll think it's another person. You can run away.
Yeah, yeah.
How applicable is this to zombie apocalypse in plagues? Whatever, I have 2 points in this trying to get. Alright.
Look at how proud he is. Look at
It's
him.
okay if someone needs to join
I'm
the
an
group
artist.
and they need their...
No.
They will only be...
And you see how it's his brothers? It's specifically his brother's approval that he wants.
Wait, hold on. These are in the optional skills.
Yes.
This is a vocation.
Vocation,
You don't even
yeah.
have to. You don't even have this. I'm going to fucking explode.
Go,
my
go,
brain.
Greg. Greg, go off.
I've
Go
never.
off.
I thought it was
Fucking-
part of the game, but they self chose these ones. They could have taken anything else, like a carpentry, or and they actively wanted to be them. He could have used sword fighting. He could have done armor work. He could have done anything. Why did he choose artists?
Yeah, doesn't he do sword fighting? Like, where the fuck is your sword fighting, dog? That's not athletics. You could be like, ay, ay, ay.
Like, you could just say, like, hey, bro, you can draw, but I can do this. And he spins a sword once.
Do you think he's like, hey, step bro? Step bro, I'm stuck.
No! No!
Real bro,
No!
I'm stuck in the suit and I can't get out.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, to be fair,
Yeah, that's too good for him.
his sword fighting takes aren't that good. We'll get there.
Persuaded by
Hang on,
an
no,
artist
no.
writer.
So you're just giving it to me to try and satisfy me?
Somewhat, because you won't
Yes.
stop arguing. So
Yes!
Yes.
He don't stop being a bitch.
He told them straight up, yeah, I'm giving this to you to placate you.
Not supposed to be you who decides the outcome, but you're not letting that happen. So I say I'm just being honest.
My camera froze.
Your strengths are definitely in character expression, on facial expressions, and also in...
Bro, how many
Oh my God,
minutes have
move
you
on.
been arguing
Move on.
about this?
Move on.
Why?
Move on. It's
Why?
over. It's over. You've won. You've already won. You've already won. You just go move on.
Guys, Greg is crashing out. I've never seen Greg crash out before.
I hate this man.
Again, his art takes are so terrible because he's like, oh, art will surely fill in the gap that I
No.
have.
The real question is his art takes as terrible as his choice of skill takes for a survival zombie game?
coloring and stuff like that. But the anatomy side of things, I think I do really well at.
No, you don't!
Yeah, I
Character
agree.
anatomy.
I guess in
And
terms of
proportion specifically.
we don't need to sit on this. We really don't. We can talk about this.
Debate
on the
perverting
It's not
my
We can
artist
talk
skills
about
to
this
my
at
brother.
home! He said to him, we could talk about this at home. Motherfucker, you have a wife and children!
You have a million sub YouTube channel.
This is insane.
But I really want to own my artist brother because
But
I'm insecure
maybe-
about my art.
I assume Shad is the older one, right? Or is Jazz the
assume.
older one?
I think
I
Dad is the
assume.
older one.
He looks
Yeah,
older.
He looks older.
play a game. This is not entertaining.
How's your battery doing?
I'm sure people actually
Oh,
find
fun.
it incredibly entertaining.
Leave your comments in the section. Oh my god, this is awkward.
The amount of just fighting with your brother. Now, but Jazz has a 6 million YouTube channel though.
What?
I mean, that's not-
I've never
wanna
heard
see
of
that.
Jazz
Yeah.
outside of Shadiversity.
I knew,
What?
yeah, 6.65. Yeah, he did like a lot of like art challenge stuff and like really weird, interesting things.
I had never heard of this guy. Literally, I knew of him as
The
an
Lost
artist.
AI art
brother of
video.
Shadiversity.
Oh, Sai did a video on him. I didn't know that. Shad is 39, Jazz is 35. Okay, so this is 4 months ago. This is how Jazza uses AI, his artist brother. And then we'll get into a little bit more about Shadiversity and some of his other content so we can poke fun at him.
Who's always been in the habit of using technology to empower my art, and with AI I've used it as part of my early processes, my brainstorming and conceptualization, and as a means to expand the scope of the work that I create with artists I employ. For example, I've been developing a roleplay system called Gateway Roleplay, very much a personal project at the start. I plan to turn it into a product, but in the early conceptualization phases I've been using AI to create card art. There's more been a proof of concept and a way for me to get inspired by the ideas, not a product in and of itself. In fact, we recently released the alpha to the patrons over on Tabletop Time Roleplay and replaced all of the art with our art produced by Alicia. There's nothing new or fancy with all the different...
So he's saying that he's using AI prompting
as placeholder art.
As a placeholder art?
As placeholder and conceptualization.
I'd rather at that point you just sketch out a quick axe or a dagger.
Yes, just hire a concept artist.
Yeah, like it is a weird thing where it's like, I think this is the only quote ethical use for AI in art, but it's still not great. I say
the use of AI still damages the planet.
Well, no, that was about to say AI. There is lots of information about AI. Nerd City would like to disagree with us, but
he's lame. Yeah.
There is topics about AI server farms costing a lot more energy than just regular server farms, and having a detrimental impact on climate change. I'm sure I said climate change. Climate change will now be in the descriptor of this video somehow. I can't wait for climate change to get attached to this video. If I say climate change one more time.
Climate change maxing?
I try to get it. I want to get something on this video. Yeah, there's the amount that some countries just use to take like one AI prompt. Until AI doesn't infringe on artists' work, it will never be ethical. Yeah, I agree with that. I put ethical in quotations because I do understand that there's like a prompt issue, that some people feel gated by their inability to think up new prompts, but there's enough shit on the internet to help you.
Dude, Photoshop has been there, or at least like the photo editing skill has been there. You could do fucking AI. Just cut images together like a normal person.
I saw recently an art TikTok. I don't use TikTok very often or ever. I use it very infrequently. But I saw some guy was like, hey, when I have artist block, I go to this frame by frame website. I look up a movie I like, and then I find a random frame from that movie and attempt to recreate it in my own style. Or if I'm doing a realism study, I will use it to like do a study. And I think that that's like actually like an interesting way, like that's a simple way. It doesn't use AI. You're doing it completely, like you are copying like a already piece of art, but you're either putting it in your style or you're just doing a character study or a drawing study. Like there are so many options for people to use. It's just like, it just feels very insular because if you're not a part of those communities, or you feel like you've already gotten as much from the art communities or the tutorial art communities, like those things that you can get, you feel trapped. Or people just don't look. Shit, people just don't look.
I think the issue specifically here, and it would probably be to other creations, games, whatever like this, is even though like the audience isn't getting...
I'll be right back. You keep going. I'll just be back.
No, I was talking to you specifically. I'll tell you. I'll DM you.
But yeah, like I think the other issue I have is that he's letting AI touch like a product that he wants to also sell to people. So like, okay, so you're basically not creating something original for your audience. You're just spitting something out. And how do I know that at some point you're not gonna get lazy and just hit the AI button to finish off, like maybe like, oh, we can't do this, so we're just gonna have the AI do it, and then just maybe like obscure it a little bit, or they just won't care. It's like, how is he gonna be able to quality control that? Because obviously, if he has to use AI to do this, he's probably not gonna have a big grasp on the whole project at some point. In my opinion, but I'm just guessing. What do you think, Greg?
I agree.
Alright. No. We just sit here. Wait for Fel to get back.
Always waiting on him.
Yeah. It's like waiting at the bus. How you doing, chat? We're kinda just trapped here, bouncing at the bottom of his screen in our prison.
Soda
Oh no,
water,
he's back.
Soda water, bubble tea is actually quite nice. I'll go back.
Cards, they're basically just put into a category that they share the art for. You can sort of see how AI was part of that initial process of getting the ball rolling and making something feel real. Speaking of Alicia, those of you who follow this channel know that she's an artist who's worked with us for over 3 years, well before this AI stuff kicked up. And Alicia works more for us now than she did even when she started. So AI hasn't done anything to reduce her workload. If anything, we've found it's given her more opportunities. Take, for example, the opening animation of our recently launched roleplay series Lucha, which wasn't going to be a thing we would have made unless we had AI's help. The very early prototypes of the animatic were pretty much solely scrapped together AI art, purely because all of
I forgot about that.
So you sold a product based on the AI art that you used. So you got a product essentially green lit using AI art.
Also, what does boba tea taste like with soda water in it?
So it's flavored soda water with mango. So it's like fizzy.
Ooh, mango.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's actually quite nice.
I'm surprised you have like any place open at this late at night. Just because it's.
I live in Jersey,
city.
motherfucker. It's
I was gonna
nice.
say New York for a second. I'm like, wait, no, he doesn't live in New York. That's these.
Yeah, but again, I live near like a college town, so it's fine. That is actually a crime. Yeah, this is a weird one.
Of the effort and work needed to go into the motion and the transitions, and it gave us something to really anchor to in the creative process. The process then turned into one of creating the art all the way from scratch, but of course, using some of those anchor points as a foundation.
I don't like that. That I don't like. It seems like you were trying to sell a product using AI art and then using real art on top of it to cover it. I would like to know how much percentage you use still.
What percentage is you, and which percentage is the AI? Like, where did your creativity step
You're just
into
pro
this?
AI art. You're just pro AI art. That's what you are. If you're inherently using it as a vehicle to either greenlight a project internally or externally, you're using it. You're marketing it as your own art, by the way. I don't know. Not saying that he is. It's just based on what he's saying, they either did it internally to greenlight the project because they saw it was possible through AI and worked backwards, or they need to prove how much they used or didn't use. No, I'm serious. Like, they're showing a product that doesn't even exist yet. The quality they're promising in the animatic isn't going to match the final product. That's exactly right, Midgematic. Yeah, this is weird. This is honestly dubious. It seems dubious. Let me be fair. It appears dubious based on weird statements that he's making. Now, if there's video evidence that proves that there's a percentage of AI not used or none of it is AI in the final product, perfectly fine.
Element. The final animatic is 100% painted by Alicia, but of course it's clear to see that she used and benefited from AI in the process. And I used and benefited AI in the process of expanding the scope of something that we otherwise wouldn't have been able.
But how much?
You would have been able to promote this without the use of AI.
Are you saying that the AI made the animatic and you just traced over it? Now you're saying you're tracing AI work. That doesn't make any sense.
Funny thing is I'm making animatic RN No. You need Ara's directions and all that. I would go as far to volunteer my own draft to prove him wrong.
Yeah,
and he's promoting it as the final product does not have AI, but you used AI in the production of it still. You're an art channel.
Yeah. I'm very curious what the reception to this was. One of the worst things about it is when people assume your hard work is AI generated when none was used. Now it will only get worse with time. He used it. He openly said it. Had a few instances of music parodies and voice impressions I've done be AI generated. When AI is available, some people's mindset seems that it's entirely fixed on making money, and they can't imagine that other people would create art for the craft of it.
Back in 1 second.
No, inherently AI art is used to make money off of it. I'm sorry. Inherently, that's what it's used for. Because you want to reach a specific level or style of art. You wouldn't use AI art commercially if you didn't want to make money off of it. My biggest issue with AI is the lack of transparency. For example, if every piece of art that used AI has this legal obligation to label itself as such, it would allow both the artist and the art consumer to make their own choice. That's a perfect thing. I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. There should be a notator on when AI is used in art. It'd be so much more beneficial, and the consumer can make a choice if they want to engage in AI art. It's funny how they said AI would have replaced menial bean counting and clerical jobs nobody wants, and free up people to make art, writing, and music. And the first thing AI started to try to replace was art, writing, and music. Yeah, this is insane. It's very sad to see people very sad. People sharing art with people is the whole point. Yeah, there's just a bunch of people that are like, it seems like there are people legitimately upset with him. Like, this is insane.
Able to afford to do, at least nowhere near the scale that we were able to. AI basically allowed us to 10x the scope.
No, this is because if he sets it up like this, and this is like how he promotes it to the Kickstarter or what have you, then you're either promoting AI as the game or AI concepts, or AI is still at the the building blocks, the core of the creation of this anyway. Whether the final product has no AI in the art, you still used it.
And also, he's promoting AI in a way that will cut down team sizes. Because he's saying...
No, go.
Because he's essentially saying, so we used AI to just do a proof of concept, and then we had one person just trace over it, essentially. So then that means I can just limit it to one artist. Which means like a Disney can be like, well, we don't need concept artists. We just need AI to create the concept, and then somebody just trace over it to make the animation work. You're literally cutting people out of the production of art. And you don't care. You legitimately just don't care. If he can only afford one artist on the product, then he wouldn't have made the final product. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, this is the thing. He's trying to use it as, hey, we're a small company. This was only possible through AI. AI helped us, right? But he's not realizing the long-term implications on a larger audience and larger companies that have the ability to use AI every step of the way in the art process. This is insane.
Of what we could have done as an animated intro without 10xing Alicia's time, which frankly, like, I don't have 10x the budget for the intro. We just got 10x the result because we used AI as part of the initial workflow. A lot of these examples.
Then it's part of the workflow, and this is an AI built game.
This is an AI built art. She traced. You're saying everything around the word, so we traced and copied what they made.
So I'm not going to say traced. I would say...
Okay, yes, let me rephrase them. Tracing is probably a harsh word, but you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like he's circling the drain.
Their proof of concept was AI.
Mhm.
So now that they got the funding, now they can make the game.
I don't know if it's funding as much as it is like, I don't know.
Was this not Kickstartered?
No, this is just a video on AI.
Oh, I mean the game though. Did he Kickstarter
I have
the game?
no
I feel
idea.
like
What you looking for?
If this animatic and then his subsequent games were kickstarted at all.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing one. I'll check.
Weaver, I hate you. Weaver, I hate you. I hate you every
there's
time
something
you win.
Okay.
there's something Smackdown about this.
It does,
Something
right?
called
It feels like
Gate
SmackDown.
Crash got a board game.
It's called Lunar something. It starts with an L.
It's not here because he only has 3 projects.
Then maybe that project got canceled. I wonder why.
Pulls are actually from my roleplay channel because it's my lowest budget channel. It's the channel that I've always skimped and saved on. Before AI, our roleplay backgrounds were, well, they were stolen. They were Google images that are flipped and blurred beyond recognition because we don't have the budget to, like, all of our budget goes into Alicia, our artist, creating the character portraits, and has always done. Now we use AI to create a lot of the background environments for our role-playing games.
Okay, something needs to be
This is
said.
getting worse. This is getting worse.
It's
He's
getting
an
worse.
artist. He's a professional artist.
Yeah.
He's worked commercially. He can't make backgrounds for his fucking show.
Or like it's I don't know what this
Oh,
budget is.
It's like
Find the
Luciferia
budget.
is
If
a
that's-
okay.
If,
So
if you don't have
Lucifera
the
is
budget,
his,
you don't
is
do it.
his play
Like
show.
I don't know what he's saying.
So the Lucifera animatic was used for his tabletop show.
But no, but he made a game with that. Or he's rolling all of that into.
I think
okay.
he's rolling all of it because he's making a game
This
using
is
his
the AI
tabletop.
video.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're using AI. You're using AI to cover up that you don't have the manpower to make this, even though you're a professional artist. At that point, are you scamming your fucking fans? I don't think so, but like, actually, no, in some way you are, because you're betraying the trust that you hire artists that can do this. Listen, yeah, he just said I've been stealing art for years. No, he's been stealing images. Yeah.
It's to some extent, if you grab it and you flip it and it's fuzzy,
Mhm.
it's transformative to some extent. That's like the same as us watching this video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And talking over it. They're just talking over background. If you have a meme of I can't even think of anything. There's like a sound alert or whatever. That's
Too
and
Mad. Too Mad's voice.
If you have Too Mad,
Baba Booey.
somebody does not have the rights to his likeness, but I guess it's transformative enough. Oh my god.
Can I ask a question? Who's Andrew Dobson?
No idea.
I keep seeing Possum, you keep putting the name in, and it's like, I don't know. Do better stay away from comic, because oh my god, the amount of backgrounds I've had to draw. Yeah. I know we have a lot of artists in our community, and I know some of you guys.
He is a YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
An animator.
Something happened with him?
Does he use AA?
Politics, divorce, criticism. I would have to look into it.
You don't want to. Mm-hmm.
Well, now I wanna.
Yeah. But like, there's different people. Like, I have. Oh, he's a quote professional artist. Thank you.
Like Shad was saying, he was.
Yeah, this is inherently dubious. Because you're people follow you because you speak for artists. This music isn't copyrighted too, I think. Listen, if the music is copyrighted, life is life.
Because we don't have the budget to go beyond that, beyond the character art that Alicia very
or you don't do it.
wonderfully creates. I mean, look at that. Basically, the AI environments are just to garnish. And
So it's an AI environment. So you're using
That's
AI.
like garnish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just using AI. That table was at. Yeah, like you're just using AI. You're just straight up using AI, and you're just like, oh well, our artist is working on this part. Like, Embry, not tonight because we have other stuff to cover for Shad.
Background flourish to the true performer in the art, which is Alicia's stunning character painting. But in the sake of full confession, something like our Tabletop Time roleplay Christmas special was entirely.
That's AI art.
He's about to say it's entirely. He's about to say it's entirely.
AI art.
Yeah!
You have 6 million. You're a 6 million sub channel. You can find a budget.
There was no budget.
Yeah.
There was no time. It was a one-off special.
You're in charge. You make the budget.
This guy said,
I don't feel sorry for you for
Yeah.
not having a budget for a TTRPG show.
this guy's a hack. Like, he's just a hack. I'm sorry. He's a talented hack, but he's a hack. Like, if
I haven't seen any of his artwork. I'll trust your word on it. I haven't seen any of his artwork.
I mean, he's an art. He's art. He's an art YouTuber. Like, here's his art journey.
I mean, like, he also is a big art YouTuber. He could just go like, hey, he's gonna do like, I'm gonna pay this much money, someone do this for me, and there are people who will come. Artists will come.
Yep.
Yeah, this is like literally like a hack. It's a hack job. He's like, oh, we couldn't pay anybody to do this because we didn't have the money, so we're just gonna use AI art.
I do want to say though, like, if you find images that portray like a D&D character you want to use, that's whatever. That's fine. Like, but if you were anticipating like a revenue source off of the outcome of that, that's an entirely different story.
I'm about to say there's a far difference between there's a real stark difference between doing something privately and doing something for a production. Like, oh, I gotta sneeze. Hold up, Greg.
Hi. What?
Thank you. I had to sneeze.
Okay.
He is essentially making money from this production, from the views. This is AI art. How do you consider yourself an art channel? Like, goddamn, I sneeze. Yeah, private AI art use, I think, is not too bad. I can't control if you use it or not privately. I just can't. Just like the idea that sometimes privately people find shit on the internet and use it. They don't ask the rights holder for it, but it's private use. This is different. This is used for public consumption, for proprietary use. These are characters that they're creating in a tabletop role-playing show. This is AI. Like, I don't fucking... I'm not gonna let... The fucking... The Shadiversity, the fucking Brooks brothers suck. These fucking people suck.
Yeah, at this point, I would rather them use no art at all. I would just rather have. Yeah. I'd rather be looking
White
at their
boys
faces.
and scribbles for you.
No, like, this is at this point. What are you doing? Like you're lying to your audience when you use art, because it's under the guise of you being an art channel. Your product is the creative process. Thus, when using AI to cover it, you're lying to your audience. You are just lying to your audience. Straight the fuck up. I can say that unequivocally so. You're lying to your audience because you are using AI under the guise of a homegrown art channel teaching you tutorials. You fucking sell books on how to make art. You fucking sell your digital book. You sell how to make character design, your anatomy bundle, and you're using AI art. You're lying to your audience. Sorry, that's literally what you're doing. Now, chat, I was saving a specific video for you guys because Shad M Brooks. Oh my god, I call him Shad Man. Jesus fucking Christ, too many people named Shad. Shad M Brooks is known for something very specific, and Name McName knows him very well as the HEMA Supreme gentleman himself.
Hema Suprema.
The HEMA Suprema on his Shadiversity YouTube page. Now, Shad has a very specific video that he's made. And it's one that Ash has been begging us to cover every time we think about him. So chat.
True?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
This is Ash's favorite video he's ever made.
I did not know this.
I never seen it.
That's why we're gonna do it. So chat.
It's about to be your favorite.
You,
So
me, and
before
Dupree.
anyone says that this is just some
We're gonna learn how
What a pile
Shad uses the nunchuck.
armchair expert
famously
talking
deadly
about something he
and
has no
dangerous weapon.
experience in. Let me just say that I used to do martial arts, and I actually do have experience in this. So hear me out, okay?
Why are you so winded, dog?
It's all the armor.
Helicopter.
Mo-
Ooh, like he's fucking
What a
summoning
delight.
spirits. What are you
No.
doing? Oh no! If he starts, if he starts doing a fucking accent like Mickey Rooney, I
No,
think we have a
no.
problem here.
Oh,
Ooh-wee. He has his fibromyalgia. Does he have fibromyalgia? I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is Australian, guys. To be fair.
What? So the
Did he hit himself?
No, he
hit
dropped it. He
himself?
didn't hit himself.
Okay.
All right, chat. Let's see his bread and
I'm
butter.
Shad, and please do not downvote this video without watching it. At least hear me out, okay?
Okay.
Because I know there's going to be a lot of
That's cool,
people
buddy.
who, at the outset, are probably going to disagree with me because the nunchucks are honestly a beloved martial arts weapon, and even in pop culture. Like, look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles; they really helped increase the popularity.
Why not Bruce Lee?
No.
How did he go to?
That's my favorite. Look,
He
look,
didn't
look.
even name
Even in
Mikey.
pop
He
culture,
just
like,
went.
look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles; they really helped increase.
I love the fucking goes to overcast immediately. You couldn't do it in one take. This is why you don't film outside.
No, he forgot what the names of the Ninja Turtles
Oh,
were. So
yeah,
he was,
did he
like,
forget the
standing
Teenage
there
Mutant
thinking,
Ninja Turtle names?
and then it cut back. Yeah.
The popularity of the nunchucks, and Bruce Lee kind of really
There we
did
go.
his best to introduce these weapons into pop culture and in film and
Hold
things.
up, I'll be
and
back,
so
chat.
nunchucks are beloved, and as you know, I've shown in the
Chat,
intro to this video,
Val, you left us
I have
no
loved
water
them
and
quite
no
a lot in the
food.
past as well.
We
Going
need
through
you to
martial
donate
arts and everything,
so-
learning
so
how
we
to
can
use them.
survive.
Okay? So
Keeps
it's
us in
not
the
like
co-host
I don't
dungeon.
sympathize
If
Or
Leia
like
doesn't
other
eat, we don't
co-hosts
eat.
do.
the appreciation
Yeah.
people have with this weapon. Now, one of the reasons why I think
I
they
feel myself
have
fading
become
right
so
now,
popular
Greg.
is because
Take-
they
take
look so
my hand,
cool,
Greg.
Okay? The
No.
methods and ways in which nunchucks
Why are you
are
restricting
developed
me?
to be able to use, right? Looks flashy, looks cool. Like, so when you're getting ready and you're there, and you can
Okay.
I don't think his
look
form
around
is perfect either.
and all
I
that
don't think his
stuff,
form is any
okay?
good.
It looks
I
flashy.
think he's
I mean,
kind
he's
of
not
got
hitting
it.
himself in the face.
Yeah,
you can
he's not hitting
hit
himself. I think he's kind of got it. I don't think he's. I
Hey,
don't think
little
he got
man
it.
with the
I
$5.
These are flashy weapons.
Thank you.
This took 40 takes.
Oh my
Fauci
God.
is pulling a Hassan. Oh wait, I need to be back on camera
Uh,
so I
you-
can
you
eat my
cherry
tater
streamed
tots
it.
on camera.
But are they really good?
I'm hungry.
In fact, in my opinion, it's only because I've taken a step away from
See,
such
chat, you didn't let Greg give me
traditional
food.
martial
His
arts
greatest love.
that I've been able to look at these more objectively.
Cloudy is my
And in
greatest
actual
love.
fact, because
Wow.
on my channel, one of the main things I like to do is have a look
Sounded
at
like a
pop
duck
culture
quack.
weapons
Okay.
and figure out how
Put up or shut up then, Ash. I don't know what to tell you.
practical they would be in
What?
real life.
What?
That mindset
What's that mean?
It's
Yeah, what are you
it's
saying?
a joke.
Is it a joke? Because we didn't laugh.
I
I'm
hate the both of you.
confused.
I hate the both of you.
I'm just vibing.
I hate the both of you. Hey, Embry with the $4.99.
Thank you.
Okay, if you say so, Ash.
That's all it takes.
has just caused me to naturally gravitate towards real weapons, not just weapons in pop culture, and have a look at them in a more objective standard. And
Did he make these
have
himself?
A look at nunchucks.
Bro, you are so winded, dog.
He could take the suit of armor off. He could take
Yeah,
the,
but no, it's
the
his
padding
costume.
off. This
I
is
mean,
the
like,
suit- the
people who use
Gambit is his
nunchucks don't
costume.
wear armor.
I know, but he's moving around so much. And he's got to be cooking like a baked potato.
He looks like a fucking baked potato. Yo! I'm tempted to join the call and crash out. Nay.
There are a lot.
This is not the
there
crash
are
out stream.
problems with them. So please at least hear me out. I get it if you like them, and I'm not saying, you know, they shouldn't be a martial arts weapon, but what I am saying is that for a weapon for self-defense, they're better than nothing, but a good old-fashioned stick is way better. Like tremendously so on many levels. So now...
No, that's not how centrifugal force works. No,
Regale me with the force of the centrifugals.
no, because like nunchucks use like physics, like the spinning, like the crack force, like it. What?
Huh? Crack force.
Not crack force. I don't know how to fucking describe it right now. I'm eating tater tots.
You're saying like
So-
the gravity, like the when
The
you're
gravity?
swinging
It's
it,
physics. It uses
physics.
physics.
What are you talking? I don't think. Name. I need you in here to crash out.
Oh, please, just... As I mentioned,
Do you
let
know
me
the ways
explain.
of
The first
nunchucks
issue I want to
names?
address about nunchucks, and yes, I'm just saying
What is
nunchucks. I don't
this?
care if you say nunchucka or nunchucku
Go
or
on.
something. Look,
Go, Greg.
No, why? The lighting keeps changing. He
You
didn't
know why.
He didn't bring out any light.
Inertia. Thank you, Platinum. Inertia.
Stop helping him chat.
just standard common language for the layman, all
It
right?
also helps me 'cause I feel stupid.
Nunchucks, right? First issue is about transferal of force. Now,
Yes, it's like a
I'm
tiny
actually
whip.
being fairly consistent with my criticism here because it's the same criticism I've put against the medieval
Crack Force sounds like the hood version of Power Rangers. No! No!
The Crack Force 5.
No!
flail. A medieval flail, in my opinion, is a bit of a rubbish weapon.
The
Its
Crack Force
historical
is the Speed
validity
Force,
is
but with
dubious
drugs.
at best, and
Fuck
there are
me.
many valid questions about if it was even used like very prominently at all in the medieval period, and there are inherent problems. If you're wanting to know what those inherent problems are, please watch my video on overappreciated historical weapons on the flail. And one of the points I mentioned in the flail applies directly to the nunchucks in regards to transferal of force. People sometimes assume that with it being on a loose cord, that when you swing, right, this action here makes the actual striking end hit with greater velocity than it would if it was just a stick.
Okay.
That's
I mean,
actually
you're not doing it
incorrect,
correctly, so it
because
looks
when you go
silly.
to hit, now I'm not actually going to be, I'll step forward so I don't hit him in this one. When you swing with...
The Gambison stays on.
Thank you, Blurna.
Thank you.
Name,
The
just get the
Gambison
fuck in here,
stays on
buddy.
during-
Name, get in here. Start crashing out. Because if you're saying if the weapon wouldn't have been historical if it didn't do its job. Hey, Name, what's up? Crash out,
Hey,
buddy.
name.
Speak, Name. Speak, my son.
There's a bit of a delay. So, weapons, they exist. They have a purpose. Like Chad just doesn't understand that. I don't know how to describe it well, but it's like
So,
All right.
just-
Crash out over.
it has a-
so Name, what is your experience with weapons? Can you explain?
Yeah, who are you?
Well, recently, I've been learning like HEMA stuff, like historical European martial arts,
Mm-hmm.
slowly. But before that, I've done like other like sword fighting stuff for the past like 8 years. Not with any proper technique or anything, just figuring it out.
Me and
like-
lightsabers.
No, not lightsabers. It's
No,
hard to do.
me and lightsabers.
Oh, you and lightsabers. As I said, meaning lightsabers.
No,
Mhm.
me and lightsabers.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's been
But have
Like-
you trained in the ancient way of the nunchuck?
I've used them before.
Mhm.
It's been a long time. It's like 10 years ago, I think I tried learning them. Though I was too young to really know what I was doing, but
So what do you
I can
feel about his take on the nunchuck being weaker than a regular stick?
they're not meant to be stronger than a stick. They have their own separate purpose. Like a club will just overall be stronger, but it's like other abilities you could use a nunchuck for, and a lot of them were like it was in martial arts, not really warfare. That's the biggest difference. They weren't combat weapons overall, from what I remember.
So what you're saying is he's stupid.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Name is calling Shadiversity out.
Yeah, Name.
I don't recall seeing them used in any sort of warfare before.
You think there's not a 10,000 soldier standing army filled with nunchucks? Like the nunchuck guy on TikTok, if you know, you know.
Huh,
I don't
metal
use
man
TikTok,
with the
so I don't know.
Shad thinks you poop in your armor.
Yeah, I just did a short, like a little Google search. There's little historical evidence they were used in warfare. They're like, it's saying like they're probably created for tools of self-defense.
Okay.
Like, that's very little effort.
So he's stupid.
Yeah, I could just say it. Yeah.
Just okay.
I'm not gonna be polite.
Name. Say the words. Shadiversity is stupid.
Well, hold on. Don't
I've said it
tell him what to
before.
do.
I've said it before.
No, say your own thoughts. Do not let him tell you what to say or think. We don't do that.
Just because he's your fake adopted son doesn't mean you can tell him what to do.
Yeah, just because he's your fake adopted son doesn't make you his fake adopted dad.
All right. I'm just gonna first. I just read a little bit on their Wikipedia page for like nunchucks. They were used to be initially used as training weapons for practicing hand movements and posture. They're not meant to be used in full combat. Like the origin is also just it says it's unclear, but
so would you say his historical accuracy is incorrect? The thing that he always talks about?
Yes.
Fascinating. Let's continue.
Nunchucks, so if I'm getting into the position and go down and swing, that motion right here, there is no lever action like that. It becomes straight and it swings as if it was a stick. And so there's actually no greater velocity on the actual striking end when you swing to hit than if it was actually a stick. So if I go down and I just go like that, all right, now that wasn't even full power, but something...
That wasn't even my final form!
No, he hasn't even taken off the gambeson.
Nunchucks aren't power weapons to begin with. They're not meant to be swung with force. No weapons are meant to be swung with full force.
Can someone... Okay. Can someone look me up? Like somebody actually using nunchucks for real? No, the crack force is strong. The crack force is strong with the chuck.
No. Crack Force 5. I don't know why Crack Force 5 is making me laugh.
Oh, fuck me.
Who would be on the Crack Force 5? Shadiversity?
Snowflame.
I don't know who that is.
He was a Marvel supervillain that got his power from cocaine and heroin use.
You actively
I'll
want
post it in this chat,
fictional characters.
Just watch a random Bruce Lee video. No, I would.
We'll get claimed probably.
Yeah.
We can mute it.
You said you're gonna share it in here.
Yeah, it's in this chat.
I'm gonna add you.
I got it.
Do you see it? Okay.
Let's have a second.
Let's see.
This guy. I love this guy.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Also,
this is a guy who's knocked himself in the sack before. I feel this has happened at least once. It has to happen once in your life before you get good.
Also, if you could tell, like, his aren't made of wood.
That is true.
They're metal.
They're metal. I think they have a foam grip on them for training.
Nunchucks for the streets!
Yeah. Because I've had a pair of nunchucks like years ago.
What is this?
I don't think they're that dangerous to the user as people make them out to be. No.
You should look up the nunchuck TikTok guy. I fucking love that guy.
I don't know who that is.
Wait,
no, fuck off. Matt Pisqualini is gonna tell me how to use nunchucks.
One hand to the other
Who?
hand, you have to go.
His name is Pasqualini. He's Italian. Let's go.
Oh, is that it? Is that? I
Yeah.
thought this was like a senator
He's
or
gonna
something.
beat your ravioli with his nunchuck.
Look!
Go across your body first.
It's kinda
Get to
racist.
The other side. This is very important. You turn
What if he
your
doesn't like
wrist
pasta?
straight up in the air. If your thumb is going straight up, you are not going to hit yourself. It has to go up. If you point this at your head, you're going to hit your head. So don't point it at your head. Your other hand does not move. You bring it to the hand. Don't reach for the chucker. You're going to hit yourself in the head. Bring it across into your hand. Put the other hand up. Bring it across. There's that diagonal strike. Bring it up. Bring it straight up from one side to the other side. Go as fast or as slow as you want. This is what it looks like from behind.
You know this guy rocked the ponytail
Look-
in the 80s.
Look at his shoulders.
Mhm.
This guy's wide peepo. This guy's.
Mhm.
I trust this guy.
Mm-hmm. We are so back, chat.
Get started now. Take your time. Slow it down at the beginning. And remember, don't ever point it at your head if you don't want to hit yourself in the head. Always point it to the sky.
Does he have more nunchuck videos? Who's this man? Hi, I'm Matt Pasqualini, head instructor of Florida-based quantum martial arts. Let's go!
Shout out to Matt Pasqualini.
Why do some...
Basic.
Oh, no.
They'll throw it up in the air. They'll catch it. They'll switch hands. They'll go side to side. They'll throw it up behind them and catch it. They'll do all this cool
In
stuff.
his garage.
But just understand that when you see the short chain, that's a demo chuck. That's a speed chuck. That's for new. They'll throw it up in the air. They'll catch it. They'll switch hands. They'll go side to
Called a
side.
short for a reason.
They'll throw it up behind them and catch it. They'll
Okay.
do all this cool stuff. But just
So if
basic
it's a short,
tricks, new.
so like a short one is like a practice one, but if it's longer, it's actually meant to be finger quotes used.
A war one.
Let's see, when was his last video? Hey,
2 weeks
he's
ago.
like, look at him! Homemade
He has a lot of subs. I never heard of him.
Woo! Look at my boy, Matt Pasqualini. Look at that Italian man. He's gonna teach you how to fight with a stick. Let's go, Matt!
I mean, let's calm down. He's still Florida man.
I know, he's still Florida man.
He's just one bath salts trip away from being run around the streets
Shut
with
the
a
fuck
nunchuck.
up. When he moved it, he moved out and moved on. Empty
We'll
shelves
never
are
know because
coming
we
back.
need to be a member.
Wait, so 3 years ago he kind of stopped. Oh, no, okay. So it's just not as consistent. Are you leaving me, name?
No, I was just reading more of the history of nunchucks.
Bro, he fell off for a year and then he came back recently. Come on, Matt,
He
we
had some
believe
health
in you.
issues.
Yeah. Apparently,
He had
some
health
people believe
issues?
that nunchucks
I said
were
maybe he had-
farming
Hi,
tools,
Cloudy.
not even
honey.
weapons initially.
Cloudy's here to underail us.
Honey, what do you have to say to our fake adopted son?
I'm very proud of you for calling Shad stupid.
In your own words, and not in,
In your
Faldy's
own
voice.
words. Yeah. Don't let people peer pressure you, okay?
Yeah.
Second of all, I came on because I got back from work and stuff, and I was like, oh, I actually have some energy. Let me hop on. And I thought we were making fun of Shad, and I don't see Shad anywhere.
I'm about to go
I
back
see
to
this
him.
random guy. Don't.
Hold on.
I mean, let's not lie.
Hold on. I gotta hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry. Faldy, what is this guy's name?
Matt Pasqualini?
No, it's Pasquinilli.
Pasquinilli. Okay.
He's Greek, you idiot.
Oh my
he's
god.
Italian. I
Babe.
feel it in my soul. He's Italian. I'm telling you, chat.
It's a Greek name.
No, he can't be.
See, this is why Italians aren't real, except for Len. Len's the only real Italian. I'll just make shit up for real.
No, he's Italian in spirit.
Len, know that I always care about you, okay? And I will never assume someone's Italian.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little heartbroken. I'm not gonna lie.
Heartbroken?
I'm
Why?
heartbroken. No.
Who is this guy?
He must be Italian. I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna find out more about him.
That's insane. That's
He
insane.
needs to be-
Look him up after we look at
He
Shad.
needs to be Italian.
fun of him
He
more.
needs to be.
You know, put an A-log to find out if he's Greek or Italian.
He's an internet personality.
That's insane.
I need to find out. I'm crashing out, chat. He's been on TV.
You know, Pimenta said it best.
Pimenta said it best.
Come on, Matt. Matt, you need to be Italian.
We gotta
Why?
move on.
Does he
For the
need
lo-
to be?
For the love of God,
crazy.
I need you to move on.
We need to get back to what this was. I wanted to laugh at an idiot
You're fine.
with my fine. That's not Shad either.
Shut up.
What has happened?
Shut
We're looking at
up.
videos of other people using nunchucks properly.
We're looking at other people using nunchucks.
Oh.
I found his website, chat. It's predictive analytics school standard for security. Oh, teachers should just
Jillian?
have guns. Okay.
Really, a different kind of olive oil is
But I'm
crazy.
going to touch on
No!
it again. And I'll just point it out, but then we'll go on deeper dive. Do you see how it bounced off and actually hit me here? Now, I'm wearing armor, so
Yeah,
it
it's not
doesn't
supposed to
matter.
hit you, but
But if I wasn't, that
Yeah,
possibly could have hurt. Now, this is one of the
Lil
big problems with
contains more history about
nunchucks.
nunchucks.
Even over
In most
flails,
martial arts, they're the
you see a
starting weapon
flail,
to teach self-restraint.
Oh.
So you don't hit yourself so you don't hit yourself like with them.
Chat, I'm
He
crashing
does-
out.
He hasn't been properly trained on how to use them. That's all he's
Of course
admitting
not.
with this. It's
Chat,
also-
I mean, I don't think he trains anything. He can't even make his own art.
Yeah, they're also just not they're just not for what he thinks they're for at all.
yeah, he's just bad at this. He
I
is
thought it was
just
so I
bad
can look
at
cool for the
this.
girls.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what
The
martial
AI
art is
girls.
really?
My AI wife.
My AI
Like,
wifey.
they're a martial arts weapon. Martial arts isn't for like warfare. It's for
Self-defense.
it has its own self-defense. I think law enforcement was used for a point in that, but
I
never
had the most fucked
warfare.
up idea.
What's your fucked up idea?
What if a threesome is his wife, and then he puts his AI wife's face on a doll?
Diabolical.
Is this video Shad
Oh.
shows he is not intellectually gifted?
That would
Damn. Thank you for the tip.
Damn, middleman. I'm not a doctor. That's not for me to judge. Sometimes you
Sorry,
can't
the
just be
edible hit.
you're good. You can't be dumb without having anything like medically going on.
I've relegated Ash to the waiting room for
No.
right now.
What?
No.
Ash, you must pay for your crimes. How could you? Now I'm thinking about this man having sex. What have you done?
Ew. No one forced you to think that about
Ash
yourself.
did.
See, I didn't.
No,
think
that-
that,
they didn't do
so I
that.
think it says
Yeah,
something
they didn't do
about
that.
you.
Ash, you were supposed to bring balance to the force, not this. This was your video.
You're crazy. They never said that.
Okay, let's
I'm
make
here
fun
for
of this
the
man some
chaos
more.
and entertainment.
Hell yeah.
Like, if they're designed...
Chat, if you want justice for Ash, tip to the goal. Become a subscriber. Do something the fuck else.
What?
I'm losing. I'm crashing out, guys. This man is most likely Greek. I'm really sad.
You fucking asshole.
This man may be Greek. It's Jobst.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
It's
What's wrong with that?
It's
Is there some weird beef I'm unaware of?
There's something. It's.
This is just for chat. This is just for him. This is not that funny.
This is just for me.
You just got mad that you thought someone was Italian and they
I'm
weren't.
so
Fucking gay-baited Italian yourself.
No, I like
baited.
Greek people.
Oh, all right.
I do.
Stavros is Greek.
I have
He's
Greek
cool.
friends.
What?
They're just not here
I
right
love
now.
Stavros. He's really funny. I got to see him live.
Yeah, I want to see him live.
Definitely, definitely do that if you get the chance. Definitely.
He's in there's a show on Netflix with another like pretty famous comedian. I can't remember his name, that has Stavi in it, and it's actually it's just getting a second season. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I think it's called Tires or something.
properly is made so the actual head, when stretched...
I don't like when he says head. Ash fucking ruined it for me.
But you don't like when he says Ed?
No, head.
The word
Head?
Ed is.
The word Ed is.
Chat. They're torturing
This is only
me.
20 minutes long. You have to hit play.
Chat, they're torturing me.
all the way
You
down
like it.
does not reach the knuckles, so it can't hit your knuckles. Nunchucks, by their very design, is there like no matter what, unless you have a really small
Why
hand
are
and it
you out
becomes
of
a
breath
flail,
and you're
they
not
are always
doing
gonna be long
anything,
enough
brother?
to hit your own knuckles.
And Gambeson's
They
insulated.
are very dangerous to the will.
I will say
here's-
Gambison are actually really heavy.
What the fuck is this title? Oh, hey, Ace, how you doing?
Hey, Ace.
Shadiversity loves AI art. He has made AI art of his wife as Supergirl. He uses himself and his wife to make like idealized versions of themselves. And I'm very convinced it's because he's Mormon. I'm very convinced this is how he avoids the whole like we can't look at porn, we can't do things like that thing.
Yeah, you never heard about the bubble porn?
You've told me.
See, you don't know about bubble porn.
The what?
The bubble porn. We'll get there one day.
Falgi deserves
I'll
it.
tell you after
Long
stream.
live Ash.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
thank you.
We also will probably be doing a Brian Mullins stream because I want to just suffer.
Yeah, I keep forgetting he's
I'm going to
Mormon.
expound on
I've
that a
worked
bit
with
more
Mormons before.
later
Yeah,
on.
Chris
More
derailed
normal
us
Going
than
back to
earlier.
that initial point. And so when you swing with nunchucks, it becomes essentially a stick anyway. And so
Lambo, this is
No.
a different tactic. Yeah, this is the I swear I'm not cheating on my wife and I'm not breaking my commitment to God tactic.
we can compare
Yeah,
I
this
you
thought it
know.
was Joseph
to
Smith.
True.
No, didn't Joseph Smith like fuck a lot of women? Wasn't that the whole
Hey,
thing?
it's the prophet
We're-
Joseph
we're
Smith.
not-
Put some
yeah, we're not
respect
go-
on his name.
There's too much to get into.
Getting into Mormonism is a lot more than what this stream can handle.
We have some Mormons in the chat. Maybe, I don't know.
Can we?
Will the Oplock
I worked with
read
the Mormon
The
for, like,
Shadow of the
a few
Conqueror
months.
on stream?
No, we will get. That's not. You can't do that. We can
No, we
read
can't.
snippets.
It's
kind of
also
it.
not that good.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
it's
did
fine.
see the.
I mean,
we
the-
saw
the
the.
psych-
We can't
Psycho.
get slammed for reading someone else's stuff like that.
But we can do it in the Discord. Yeah, Chris derailed you with the Brian Mullins thing. Yeah, we're gonna be looking into him.
I'm
for
surprised.
funsies.
He's one of those people like you have heard of him probably.
I've
You've
heard
been
the
around for a
name.
minute, but he just has so many weird takes that you don't realize it's all the same person.
Yeah, the kill children to prevent children from growing up to be pedophiles is a weird take because they were forced into child prostitution. It is a take.
another stick of similar length, which I have made right here. This stick is of the same length as, in fact, it's a little bit shorter than the nunchucks stretched out. And I will
Okay.
show you. We'll compare the amount of force I can generate hitting with this compared to hitting with this. But first I want to finish off my point
I don't think he knows
about
most
transferal of
weapons
energy.
are finesse type. They just
Yeah.
hit them with force. It's not what they're meant for. Except to like the ones that are like a hammer or a mace.
Yeah, Ace, I've heard of this famous, he forgot that he could speak English to run from a debate. I'll make fun of him for the rest of time if he did that with me. You say that his brother would look out of the window and shake his head. His brother used AI art to like make a product. He's openly
In his
said it
productions.
now. Yeah, so it's
Okay,
like
but imagine, we're all cringe on the internet, right? We all make content, so we're just cringe automatic. But imagine you look
Yeah.
out the window. Let's pretend they live together. So you look at the window and you see this man beating up this dummy with a stick and yelling at a camera.
okay, so if he's just saying, "Hey, look at the force of power," but doesn't like have any like machines that proves what the fuck the force is, I don't
You
know what
just
to tell you.
Going by eye.
Yeah.
Because nunchucks
It's called
are
vibes,
connected by a
dude.
cord, there is
yeah,
no
I'll
rigidity
vibe you.
to the actual striking end. And as a result, when you hit with them,
Thanks,
like
Okay.
that, well, what's going to happen? Okay, it's not a rigid stick.
That little man's been
It's gonna
through it.
happen
What's on
exactly
his
what we saw
face?
before, where the actual striking end can bounce off
Scars.
completely.
The scars
Now, that means
remind
you're
me.
actually
Cut from
losing
some
a
sort of
very large
sword.
amount of kinetic force. That
Ace, this is amazing. This is earlier this year?
Who said
Okay,
2025?
Small derail. When you're free to come on stream and have a conversation. I don't don't speak English.
But yeah, that wasn't a problem earlier either.
What do you
Interesting.
mean? The skull. Oh my god.
Kino, Ace.
That's interesting.
That's funny. I would frame that. That's hilarious.
That goes right next to We're Worse Than Turkey Tom. We have Deadliest Warrior at home.
We have Deadliest Warrior.
Yes.
Oh man, I used to watch Deadliest Warrior all the goddamn
Man, that show was
time.
great, man.
Oh no, what was that game? There's a game.
There's
that's
a Deadliest
there's
Warrior
like a
game.
samurai and a warrior.
There's
There's like
a
a Viking or whatever.
There's
I'm
a
not talking
Deadliest
about the
Warrior
Deadliest
video
Warrior.
game.
Honor.
For Honor.
For
Honor.
Honor, yes.
If he could play a video game, he would fucking love For Honor.
Probably.
You play For Honor or Mordhau.
Ooh, maybe.
Or Mordhau.
No, he probably plays Kingdom Come Deliverance, but is very mad that you can gay. Shut the
Here's
fuck
your
up.
delivery. I've come to deliver you from the delivery of Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Madam, I've come to delivery.
Kingdom Come Deliverance to you.
I come to deliver.
Enjoy your delivery.
these nuts.
That you've thrown into this strike. You have your
Yeah, no, we're gonna look into him for fun.
own mass and weight going behind it. And if you know how to do kinetic linking, where you ground yourself with your feet and you're pushing off with your feet and you're using your body weight and you're throwing yourself into it.
Kinetic linking.
Okay, killer, relax.
That's too much. That's too much energy.
I
that
feel like
movement.
the going at higher speed is is doing a disservice to the actual actions he's doing.
Mhm.
But I also do not want to be here forever
yeah.
either.
I don't think.
Going at a faster speed just. it
And we're
makes
at normal
you
speed. I do want you to know.
What? What?
Oh, we're at normal speed.
Holy
I'm
shit.
talking about his actual.
Never mind.
You
I
want me to
take
go
it
to a
back. No,
faster
no, no,
speed?
no.
Sure.
No, because the
The
actions
amount
are
of
funnier.
additional force you can put behind a blow is
Oh
quite
god.
large,
Oh god.
actually, depending on your own size.
Those
but you
movements,
are,
even at normal
the
speed,
more
like,
force you can put.
for
That's
the
why
video,
in a lot of
they're just
you know,
too
boxing and
fast.
other
Yeah.
competitive
They're
things,
moving too fast.
the combatants are divided by weight
They're not
category,
supposed to
not
turn that
strength
much.
capacity.
What if
It's
he made
actually
it
your weight
slow as he's
very much
swinging it?
Sure, I'll slow it down just for you.
determines the amount of force you can generate.
Kinetic linking sounds.
Who
like
is
a-
this
Oh,
guy?
Who is this goober?
It's a lad.
It's his brother.
It's
his
okay.
brother
He's
looking out the window.
he's probably been fired.
Point of
That's
reference,
true.
I brought in
For being
Sir
taller.
Ben. Now, Sir Ben,
No, he had to
say
fire
hi
some
to
of
the
his
mic.
staff because his million
There we
dollar
go.
or his million sub YouTube channel stopped making him money to pay his
Because
staff.
Day's ass.
So, just to let you know, I'm not actually short. Ben's just a giant, okay? How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
6'4", all right? Now, not only
Oh,
is
just like
Ben
me.
stronger than
That's
me,
crazy.
Yeah,
how
just
thick
a
his arms
cloudy.
are, okay?
He's cloudy height.
Come on, show it. Like,
So rare.
He's a big boy,
So rare.
okay? Not only is he just naturally stronger, he has a much bigger frame, and he has more mass in his corner. So Ben is going to be able to hit with way more force than I will. So as a point of reference, we're going to get Sir Ben to do a strike with the wacky stick a bit later on. Oh, and also, if you want to see more of Sir Ben, he appears regularly on my other channel, Game Night. So anyway, he'll
Okay,
come back in later. Thank
can
you.
we
So,
get
as
to
I was
the
saying, more weight
fucking
and technique
point?
You put into your strike,
That was it?
the more power
Hey,
that
I
there
need
will
you for
be.
this video to
But
stand
for
next to me.
home, simple wacky
Okay.
off.
Just
Compared
showing him off,
to
I guess.
A stick. A
I'm
good
showing
old,
off my
like
boy.
A plain, simple.
What the fuck?
Is that
This
is
my-
that
this
not
my
us?
big boy.
Is that not just us on
Yeah.
stream? Like
Yeah,
look
it's
at
true,
my look
true,
at my
true,
guy.
Complete structure
It's
all
my
the way
guy.
And you go, so
And it's just Greg.
profoundly
Is he
more-
actually
Yes,
hit it or not?
he does have a fourth channel for AI slop that he has abandoned.
Aw.
Shad has get shot with arrow at start of battle energy.
Oh,
Like we got it, guys.
Yeah, I do physical comedy chat.
more effective.
Well,
in actual
sure,
fact,
sweetie,
that's what
Comedy is
that
a
was.
light word.
Comedy
will-
doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
I will cut you guys out of the stream.
Right.
flails, I even proposed that a regular mace would strike with not only just much force.
Okay,
but
can we
more
get to the
force
point where
than a
you start
flail would
striking
because of
things?
This reality.
No,
you
you have
know,
to continue
I'm
to
gonna
listen
be
to his
losing about
preamp.
a-
Oh my god. You didn't even get
underneath
this.
the
That is proper headgear and hand guard.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go
Which
at normal
that
speed.
you
Need
should
this.
be wearing safety
You should
stuff when
be.
you're messing around.
Yeah.
Should
Okay.
be, but at the same time, it's Shad swinging something. It's not going to
It's
be
the-
that
it's-
dangerous. Even to
Yeah,
himself.
it's the
I'll
aura.
harm you.
Platinum. It's
The
not
other
just
guys-
a
oh, we,
fencing
we have
helmet.
our
It's using like all sort of
Mm.
sword fighting stuff.
we're in our Discord ace.
We do have a Discord. If one of the mods want to put the Discord in there, you could join the Discord. This is just our one chat.
I'll do a
Thank
swing
you,
up
thank you
strike
both.
where I swing it around and go. All right. It bounced and hit my arm. Again.
Yeah, because you
if I wasn't
swung
wearing
it
a-
incorrectly, you stupid fuck.
It hit your side as well.
Gamberson, that could have really hurt. Okay. So now. I'm
Because
just
you
gonna do
swung it
no
incorrectly.
it's a complete hit, and I want to try and get him on the end.
He's
So first,
swinging it
let's
like
look at
how
power,
you'd
and
swing
also what-
a.
I don't
a stick.
remember this episode of Daredevil.
Where this bounces when I strike.
Oh, thank you
Hit
for
me
whoever.
right
swinging it
there
like a
with
stick,
a
not a.
considerable amount of
not a
force that
stick.
time. All right.
Oh, he slowed it down.
Again, if I wasn't
Okay,
wearing
fair
a
enough.
Gamberson, that could have
It-
really hurt.
You don't have
It
to
has the
do the full
potential
body
to do
turn with
some serious
nunchucks.
damage
That's why they
because of
have
how
a
unwieldy
chain
and
in the
dangerous
middle.
these things are.
to make
Don't
up
think
for
about
that.
it. Name.
You'd be like, look, hit me
Yeah, you're
again.
putting a lot of
He's
sometimes when
just-
people
he's
do
doing
stupid
noodles.
The whole, you
yeah,
know,
sometimes when people do
clean it
stupid
out and
stuff, you gotta remind yourself that they're dumb and you can't
You're not
apply
making it
logic to what
slow.
they're doing.
Like he's doing proper movements now,
Again,
except when he
hit me
swings
on
at
the arm.
something.
So now I'll hold
That's
it
what's
down,
even more confusing.
and let's see about the power, okay?
Your power.
Or else, like,
Okay, but you
more
see
than
how he's
history.
not hitting himself now?
That, oh, did I knock it over? All right. So I actually got Boromir to fall over then, though I actually don't know if it's
Boromir.
if he was leaning a bit back, helping in, or
Oh my god. Was it leaning back?
I can't believe that the test that I'm running actually succeeded.
Guys, I think it was good. We trained him wrong as a joke.
We trained him wrong on purpose as a joke.
Thank you, Metal Man. Thank
I
you
was
for your
just thinking
Shaolin
about
training.
that movie.
Thank you for your Shaolin training.
I'm bleeding, making me the victor.
if I hit with the cord of the nunchuck, which wrapped around like a hook, and then pulled him down.
But looking at the footage while editing, it's actually clear to see that Boromir was already off balance from the previous hits, and this last hit doesn't actually knock him over because he doesn't.
This one
fall
doesn't count,
over
you guys.
Right away, it just knocked him that one bit further off balance, so much so that he
What?
just fell over from being.
Why
punched.
keep
still
this
knocked
in?
off balance
We're
by
going
the
to compare
nunchuck.
now to a stick,
in
and a
its own
first
right.
strike, I'll hold it
Why keep
closer up
this
to
in?
where, say, I'd need to hold with a nunchuck, and just do.
This guy is
big old hit right
weird.
Boromir there. Almost fell over then. So now, all the way
Yeah,
down
get his ass.
to the end, right there, and I'll try and wind up.
I'm trying to wind. Why?
Movement
This is
He
me.
needs to be
This is
powerful.
me being a.
It's
Way more
warfare.
force. But
He
if you're
needs
doing
to be
it
Being a
powerful.
child hitting a tree.
You obviously use two hands and
He's
hit like
not
this.
received any proper training in anything.
I think
Hell yeah, you knocked it over.
that says it
Good
all.
job.
But now to really drive the point home,
For
let's bring
you,
in Sir Ben.
happy.
Yes, the knocking it down. Totally all the power I need.
Thing is,
Have
like,
a
I'm
go
just looking
on-
at it.
Wait,
it's like,
this video is about how nunchucks are stupid,
yes,
Yes.
but you can't even. Okay.
he doesn't know what they
He's-
are.
He's trying to show that this stick that he has, that's almost the same length of these as these nunchucks, is just as good, and nunchucks are bad.
Yeah. Can you
Even
make
though
a
they're
Costanza
very
edit of
different.
this? Ash, you have a job.
Well, what's this?
Costanza?
Scan-
George Costanza?
He's from Seinfeld.
Seinfeld joke. Ash, don't tell me you've never watched Seinfeld.
Is that the show where nothing happens?
No, it's about
I'll
how
say I never
comedians get
watched
their jokes.
Seinfeld.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
because
name,
you're
you're a
young.
baby.
Yeah, it was never currently airing on the channel that it originally aired on before you were well, you were alive.
Yeah.
I
So
watched
Boromir is one
Frasier
of the
and
funny-
Becker
That's fair.
in that era.
That's fair.
The wacky
You
stick.
chose the
It's-
least culturally relevant show of the two. I'm not saying Becker's bad.
Frasier?
I'm just saying no. I think Becker.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, Becker and Frasier.
I like Becker.
See how much
Watch
damage
me
he can
age
actually
in
do.
real time? What do you mean, Metal? What? Okay.
One-handed knockover.
Like, he swung that a little better. 'Cause he didn't look away from the target. That's like a big thing.
That was in the chest, and he still fell over.
Okay, does he ever swing the nunchuck though? Okay, here.
Yeah, I thought this was about.
Yeah, but then why doesn't the big guy swing nunchuck?
It kind of feels kind of voyeuristic.
You think they're gay?
This is okay. If
Look the way he's looking at him. Look. Secret lovers.
I think you just wanted an excuse to sing. I was gonna say this just feels like when the lads are hanging out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just a couple of boys
Like,
with
let's
a
just
couple of
beat
brews.
this. Let's just beat this thing with sticks. Oh wait, I need to make a YouTube video. Hold on.
And they were roommates.
And they were roommates.
He's a big boy. Now I'm
I bet he says that in bed too.
He's saying that way too often for my liking.
A lot of you guys are going to want to see Sir Ben do with the nunchucks. The problem is, we don't have a gambeson that fits him at the moment, and the nunchuck bouncing off and hitting me in the shoulder and the forearm is actually legitimately dangerous. So, unfortunately, we don't have time to get Ben to do the nunchuck hits. But I think that at least demonstrates the point that someone would...
That gambeson should fit decently enough just for this demonstration.
What?
It doesn't have to protect his legs. It's not going to hit his legs.
What? This is insane.
He'll find a way.
He'll find a way. Chat, I think we've thoroughly discussed
Wait,
the
we
man.
don't know if he eventually shows the nunchucks.
He doesn't. I looked.
Aw.
He just hits more with the stick.
Cringe.
What?
Cringe.
He just hits more with stick. He shows off stick.
Shad is a submissive bottom.
Oh,
so true.
It's so true.
Oh, he's
So
very
what do we
soft
think
with
about what do we think about Shad's weapon critiques name?
He doesn't know what he's talking about at all.
Mm.
That's just it.
And his art critiques. What do we think of them?
Bad.
Ask me about art.
Bad.
They're bad.
They're really fucking bad. I don't do traditional art. I don't sketch or draw or paint like that, but like they're just really fucking bad.
Yeah.
And his brother's a disappointment.
Yeah.
That background he showed of the classroom literally has like a back of a chair sticking up out of a table, and they didn't bother to try to fix it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like it's obnoxious. I can't believe that he didn't try to fix shit. That's like insane. This is just like, yeah, his brother's like a big disappointment. If I'm being honest, brother's a huge disappointment. And again, I would say that he's lying to his audience when he markets his channel as an art tutorial and by artists for artists, but he's using AI to constantly cheat and lower his production cost instead of scaling his production down. This
Jazza used to post like actual art stuff on his own.
Yeah.
And
it just
in this video I'm gonna see
Nintendo might sue me for making this. I don't care. It just feels like this is him like drawing stuff from memory, I guess. Like it just really feels like they just got lazy because he got greedy. That's how it looks to me. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like. But yeah, that's our show for today. I want to thank everybody for showing up. I want to thank all of our donators today. You guys, or tippers, you guys have been very, very poggies, very, very based. I want to thank each and every one of you. You're all beautiful people. You're all lovely people.
Buddy,
what's up?
I sent you something.
You sent me something. I switched screens. Chat. Oh, chat.
What's wrong?
No, wait, chat.
Come on.
Pasqualini is an Italian name. Let's go.
That's not his name. That's not his name. It's Pasquinelli.
It's okay. It's okay. Italian restored.
No, it's not. It's still not his
Like,
name.
Italian's
that's a different name.
Gay smile.
Let's go.
You know what? Never mind. You know what? He's Italian, baby. Okay.
Let's go. Oh, is there anybody streaming that I can raid you folks into? I don't see anybody. I don't see nobody. It's okay, chat. I'm going back. I'm gonna just say goodbye. Good. Oh, Core is live. I will send you to Core. 3, 2, 1. I want to thank everybody.
Chat, we love you.
Goodbye, chat. We love you. Remember,
Goodbye.
It is all your fault that we're here. Let's go to the end screen. That's BRB screen and title screen. Goodbye. See you later, chat.